Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Laurie, welcome along to another DR Gameday sports production live. Massive game today, massive game, one of the biggest in the Premier League. Everton versus Liverpool, local derby, everything to play for. And with me today, I've got two big fans of the respective teams in the house. To my right, we've got Mike here.
Come on, up the toughies, man. What a day today, what a day. Come on, Blues.
He's certainly in the mood for it. And Doyle to my left, I know he's always up for it. What are you saying, Doyle?
Every day, lads, playing the blue. I'm not going to say it, I was going to say the blue shite, but I said it already. So we're playing the blue shite today, aren't we? I'm alright with that, I'm happy with it. We look forward to these days every season, mate. Manchester United, Man City, and Everton, they're the games you look forward to, you know.
I must say, as a neutral, I'm looking forward to this game a lot. Big game, massive game. However, I would argue that it's possibly not the biggest game in the Premier League this weekend. What are you saying about that?
Who is then?
Man United Arsenal. Anyway, no, we won't go there. But let's. Yep. Right, so we're back again. Sorry for that little minor discrepancy there. But Mike, let's start with you. You're the home team. You woke up this morning. How was you feeling about the game?
Mate, a mess. I mean, look, Everton haven't got a great record against Liverpool. There's no point hiding behind it. But what I would say is the way that Liverpool have set up this season, there's been a bit of a gap in their midfield. And they've been playing this high line, so balls over the top are a weakness for Liverpool, I'd argue. And that just happens to be Everton's two strongest areas, I'd argue. Our midfield with Onana in there, very aggressive. Iwobi on the turn has been playing really well. And these balls over the top to, pace players like Gordon and Gray could cause Liverpool real problems. So there's genuine excitement today. I genuinely believe Everton can get a result. I genuinely think this could kickstart our season. And I genuinely think that, if we can just keep Liverpool quiet, it's going to be a really good game for the blue side of Merseyside. I
must say, as a neutral, I'm really looking forward to this game. No cap. As you can see, I'm an older statesman, and I've kind of grown up on games like this. And it's great to see. I've been to Everton quite a few times in my life. Great ground, great atmosphere. When the fans are on it, it can be a bit of a cauldron, and I'm sure the atmosphere today will be reflective of that.
Electric. There was, the coaches got called in. It was like a World Cup final. The Blues had lined the streets. There was blue flares. There was singing for 2 hours before the game today. I've been sent videos. It's been really, really raucous. Intense. It's going to be aggressive. It's going to be, and with Liverpool's midfield, with these two young lads in, or as quality as they are, not slagging them off, might be a very big occasion for Harvey Elliot and Carvalho today. So, looking forward to it.
You can't argue with that. Doyle, to my left. Now, listen, I know you're a very passionate Liverpool fan.
Absolutely.
I know that in recent times, Liverpool have enjoyed the best of these derbies, but you woke up tonight. This morning, were you as confident as you've been in previous seasons, or did you have a slight sense of apprehension about this game this morning?
Well, I'm going to have apprehension about every game that we played. So in the start of this season, the way we've started has been awful, hasn't it, really? Let's be honest. We might have won 9-0 against Bournemouth, but even that, the game afterwards, we weren't convincing enough against Newcastle. And that's at Anfield. And they've been playing all right. They've been getting results. Gordon's been getting them goals. And like you said, that counter-attack threat, it's there against us, mate. People do it and it's effective. When you've got quality, like Gordon, they can get at us. But having said that, like you said, I'm a passionate Liverpool fan, so I'll go into every single game going, the Redmen are going to win this game, lads. And that's the way you should go into every game, the same way he is with the Blue Boys. I'm just looking forward to the game. I hope that these two young lads can have that physical battle as well as that technical ability, because that's what they're going to need in the Premier League. I think Harvey Elliot, being protected by Hendo and Fab has been great for him because it's allowed him to be creative and do his stuff. But now he hasn't got that. He's going to have to do a lot of other work.
Got to earn the right to play, yeah?
Yeah, and so we'll see if they can do that. I hope they can. They're both quality football players and I'm really excited. But guess who's back? The firm, guess who's back? Hey, the big man. The big man, yeah. He's back to slot a goal against the blue shite today. Okay, you heard it first here, lads, yeah? He's going to bring a different dynamic, something that they haven't played against when it comes to us as well. They're going to be fighting against crosses coming in with a 6'4" man with a big massive ponytail just getting on the end of them, lads, you know what I mean? So it's a different dynamic.
I'm looking forward to see how he gets on,
especially
hope, up against Tarkowski.
I hope, right, you know what I'm hoping, that has given him a fire now to come back, and he's seeing Haaland score 2 hat-tricks in 2 games, lad.
Yeah.
What a player he is, by the way, Haaland, oh my days. So I hope this gives him a little bit of hunger now and goes into this game like, I've got to be professional, I've got to get my head down and play the football that got me to Liverpool. That's what we're looking for, lad. Just play that football that you played at Benfica. That's what we're asking for now, lads. So,
well, games like this will be a true test of his character, without a doubt. But you know what? You guys have touched on lineup, so let's start with Everton being the home team. I've got the lineup in front of me. You've gone with a 4-3-3. Pickford in goal, defence, Patterson, Cody, Tarkowski, Mikalenko. Midfield, you've gone Tom Davis, Anana, Iwobi, ex-Arsenal of course. Mope, looking forward to seeing how he goes today. Damari Gray and Anthony Gordon. You happy with that lineup?
Yeah, the only one I would have considered is maybe starting Garner, but I appreciate the fact he's only just signed from PSG, but he knows Everton, he knows what it's like to play in a derby, he knows what it's like to get a result in a derby. So I probably would have put him in instead of Davis. That's just personal preference. Right. So yeah, I'm good with it. The area of weakness for Everton's the bench. We just don't have the same options that Liverpool have got on the bench. And with these 5 subs, I could probably argue it benefits the teams with the bigger depth of squads. But we'll see.
I'm on the bench for you by the looks of it, lad.
Good to see you.
My name's Doyle Mills, yeah, and if you look on the bench
good
for
to see
the Everton boys there, yeah, Mills. So, sorry Gaffer, I'm here now today, sorry Gaffer. Sorry Frank, lad.
A couple of newbies in the Everton team that I'm kind of looking forward to see. Connor Cody, Tarkowski, and of course Mope. What's your views on those signings?
To be fair, the signings that Everton have made, the Cody obviously has got a history with Liverpool, so he's going to be interesting playing for Everton in the Merseyside Derby. But he's an ultimate professional. He's aggressive. It'll be in the ear of Nunez.
He'll be massively up for this guy.
Yeah. It'll be in his ear.
Poking him and that, lad.
Tarkowski will be exactly the same, little elbows in the back. You know what it's like. And we've already seen him react. Now, I'm not saying he's going to have reacted, because one thing that you've got with Liverpool is you've got leaders. Henderson would have pulled him aside. Milner would have pulled him aside. They would have said to him, look, this game's going to be tough for you. You're going to have it in your ear all day. But at least they've got that leadership quality in the back of Everton. Whereas last season, let's be honest, we were lucky to stay up. Yeah. We didn't have them leaders. We had them injury issues. Them two stonewalls to the Premier League, fantastic servants. Look, they're not the best defenders in the world. They're not going to get in top 6 sides. But they'll support an Everton team getting into the top 12, 14 places this season. Then you've got Anana, who's another new addition. He's been fantastic since signing from League One. Big money, £32 million, I think it was, but good player.
Yeah, he came with a big reputation. Looks like he's living up to it.
Yeah, technically gifted, clever on the ball, lovely. And then obviously we see Malpay today. We know how much of a pain in the arse he can be.
Arsenal know that, don't they, lads?
Yeah.
Hey.
We know all about him. Arsenal,
yeah. So,
but to give him his due, he's a hard worker and he's got skills.
He's a good footballer. He's a good footballer.
Yeah, so
he's not the most clinical finisher, let's be honest. His record says that. But he does bring qualities that I think Everton will benefit from.
Exactly, and if that ball is put into positions where you do need a little bit of technical football, he'll link up play, he'll work with Damari and Gordon to get in the channels. And look, it's a different dynamic. It's better than Rondon, and that's no disrespect to anyone that supports Rondon, but he just isn't as mobile as Malpay is. Yeah. So today, against a back 4, or how Liverpool will set up, obviously Gomez, Van Dijk, I would argue that Van Dijk hasn't looked his best this season. It's an opportunity to play around them, and obviously you may disagree or agree, but today, as an Everton fan, I sit here and I think, we've got a chance today.
If you look at the lineup,
I could see...
Dijk.
Yeah, he's not actually playing Virgil today, lads. It's his brother, Dijk,
lad.
No, but I could see the sort of confidence emanating from Mike Spurs. He genuinely, it's no cap. No cap. He looks like he's very confident.
Do you know what it is? If this was a normal derby and Everton hadn't made the changes and Liverpool were coming into it in a rich vein of form, you would obviously sit here and go, Liverpool's the better team. I don't expect much out of this game. But the fact that their weak point is actually our strongest point makes this game really interesting.
It does. But then when you look at it on paper, you would always say Liverpool are the better team right now. You're looking at it right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's much doubt about that. Okay, let's go to Doyle. Right, so you've also gone with a 4-3-3. I'll read out the lineup. Allision in goal. Defence, Shimikas, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent. Midfield, Carvalho, Fabinho, Harvey Elliot, we spoke of earlier. Up front, man, Luis Diaz, Nunez, Salah. That's a phenomenal front line, bro.
It's insane, isn't it?
I've got to say that.
By
That's
the way,
phenomenal.
we haven't read the subs bench yet, and guess who's back as well, lad? Jota the Slotter, remember him, lad, yeah? He's back as well, lad, so we've got Jota, Firmino to come on if we need them to, and we've also got our new signing, Arthur, who can come on in the middle, so we'll see what he's like.
Talking of subs, like, I noticed Robertson's been benched. Is that lack of form, injury?
I guess like the team has had a lack of form altogether, and he's been one of the key points that hasn't really performed at his best, and I think Klopp's recognising that. And there's nothing wrong with a good bit of healthy competition. In fact, Trent could do with somebody on the right to keep him on his toes as well, to be quite honest with you. And I think if anything, this will help Robbo grow, because he'll look at Tsimikas today, depending on how he plays, and think, I don't want to be on the bench, lad. I want to be in the starting lineup. But Tsimikas offers us something different. He does. He's a bit more of an.
Yeah, I must admit, every time I've seen Tsimikas play, he's never let you down.
He doesn't, and he's actually. This is what happens with our signings. You know, we sign these players that are not really known, or they are known, but they're looked at as mediocre players, and we can bring them into our system. And he seems to play really well with the way Klopp's set up, and he knows what he's doing when he buys these players. He knows if I buy him, he'll be able to run up and down the wing and chase the way I want him to. He'll be able to press, all this type of stuff. He's smart. He spends his money well, Klopp, in my opinion. But I am looking forward to this game.
Of course, Salah needs to step up.
He does. He's not had the best season, has he?
No, not
he
yet.
Still scored though. He still scored. This is what Salah does. He has bad games, but still scored. Even the Man U game, we played terrible in that game, and he still managed to get a goal against them. He's just one of them players, and he scores against Everton quite a lot. And I feel like it might be the same story, where he might not have a great game, but he'll get a goal.
I wouldn't bet against him scoring today.
Never bet against him.
I'm a big fan of Salah's, by the way.
Yeah. And we've got to be honest. He hasn't had the best vein of form since halfway through last season, really, has he? Let's be honest.
You know what it is with guys like that? They set such high standards that people automatically expect them to produce. And let's face it, it's almost humanly impossible to
do it every
repeat
season,
week after week, season after season. Especially in a league like the Premier League, which is so intense, so physical, so fast. And like, there's so many big games, you know what I mean? So
he scored over 20 goals in the Premier League for 4 or 5 seasons now.
Man.
In my opinion, he's definitely paid his dues. So if he's not scoring now, that's all right. We've got to give him those time and respect to say, you've done so much for us already, lads. We'll give you your space that you need to try and get your confidence back, and it will come back. Because players don't just all of a sudden lose quality. It doesn't happen like that. Not after 5 seasons of consistent world-class performances. It just doesn't happen like that. So he will come back. I'm confident in that. And this might be a game.
Got to ask you, Nunez got sent off a few weeks back, a bit silly, got wound up.
Nightmare,
I noticed today, I read in some of the pre-match amble that Tarkowski says he's going to try and get in his head again.
From Burnley, any lads? Well, I don't expect any less, lad. This, if anything, right?
It's a big game for Nunez, though, isn't it?
Massive. He's got to try and turn this negative into a positive now. So let's say this, okay, that it was a good thing that he got a red card at the start of the season, and his introduction to the Premier League was so harsh that he can learn from this now and only go forward with it. It's not a good thing that he got a red card. Nobody wanted to see that, but now he's got a lesson to learn, and hopefully it makes it a positive lesson, because he's going to come back now and get poked and get prodded, and even more so now that he's put a target on his back for it. So let's hope that his mentality is stronger and he can just get better from this, and I think he can.
I must say it could be difficult for him today, because Everton have got a couple of bruisers.
Cody, and do you know what else?
Do
you know what I noticed with
and
the
the crowd
team?
as well, they're going to be on his case.
They've got 3 Scousers in your team, lads. They've got Davis, Cody and Gordon. Oh yeah, Cody's from St Helens actually. Might be a wool, lads. Sorry, might be a wool. Is there anyone that's a Scouser watching this stream? You know what a wool is, don't you, lads? Yeah. Anyway, they've got...
It's me. That's what a wool is, it's me.
To all the Everton supporters that say, only Scousers support our team, lad, that's why we're the proper Scouse team, I present to you. Yeah, all right, there we are.
No, but you know what, I don't really take too much attention to that, because football's a global game.
And I agree, but Everton fans won't agree with you, mate. You go to Liverpool, and they go, Liverpool have got all supporters from everywhere, lad. They're not proper Scouse, we're
Probably
proper Scouse.
a little bit of jealousy there.
It is, lad, that's exactly what it is. So it's nice to see fans from other places supporting your team. It means you've been successful at some point to spread the support, lad. Yeah, and that's why you've got mics, lad, and that's why you've got Gillies,
no, but
lad.
you know what it is? That's what makes the Premier League, though, isn't it? It's tribal to a degree, but the fact that you can go all over the country and see people in different shirts and stuff.
Yeah,
it used to be, right, I said this like on a stream ages ago, right, it used to be your local team was where you went, and that's all you could go to, because you're a poor person probably from a working class background, and there wasn't planes and there wasn't trains and there wasn't all these forms of transportation that can get you to that can get you to these different cities, and now there is. So somebody in London can go all the way to Liverpool in 2 hours and watch their team. No problem, and that's the modern game. You've got to get with it. It's just the way it is.
I think as well, just to mention in this in this game. Obviously, there's the whole thing with Olivia, isn't there? And obviously, you know, the tragic events that happened two and a half weeks ago.
Yeah.
That poor 9-year-old girl.
So I would imagine on the 9th minute, I would imagine there'll be some kind of.
I think we should participate in that ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moments of applause, would it?
Yeah,
rather than silence.
I would have thought so. It'll be something, and obviously, look, there is always going to be a rivalry between Everton and Liverpool, but I do like to think when it came to the crunch and Merseyside has had to stand together.
Scousers, lad.
That's
the way it is.
Done. They have done, and today will be no different. It'll be a feisty derby. It'll be an aggressive derby, but there will be a moment where both teams come together, support each other, support the city, and you know it puts Merseyside and Liverpool, you know, back on the map as this bad place. And having been someone that isn't Scouse, my dad is a Scouser, but I'm not a Scouser. The city of Liverpool is fantastic, and it's a real advocate for the UK in general. So
I remember
we stand together
a similar incident. Was it Reece?
Reece Jones.
Yeah, I remember that. And it was similar. The city came together, and with the games, there was
Liverpool was sensational.
Yeah.
They played in the Champions League. I think it was the day after or a week after, and they walked out to Zebcars. And that still, I've got goosebumps just talking about it. And that was, I think it was 3 weeks ago.
It's more than football, lads. This is human. Like when you look at it, like with Scousers and all that, but it doesn't matter where you're from. When tragedies like this happen, nothing else matters, lad. This is the most important thing, and it's genuinely, as a Scouser, it's awful. Genuinely, it makes me sad to see my city represented like this, and I can't avoid it. It's there in front of me, so it's about taking these times and just trying to
coming together.
Yeah, come together and learn from them, because it's genuinely awful, Laurie, lad. I hate talking about it, lad.
You articulated that so well, because although the football is like, you know what I mean, so intense and the rivalries really out there, however, there are some things that's even more important than football. So
these are babies, mate, you know what I mean? These are babies. This shouldn't be happening in the world. No. It makes me upset. This is terrible.
No,
really
when I heard about it, man, I was like everybody, I was very upset about it. Right, okay. Right, so we've spoken about that. We've spoken about the team, the lineups. Let's spend a few minutes talking about the managers. Mike, let's start with you. So far, what do you think?
So I back Lampard, and there is some of the fan base that don't. I back Lampard because, you know, Everton over the last 6.5 years now have spent £600 million.
A lot of money, lad, a lot of dough.
And we are closer to relegation than we are winning the league, let's be honest. So he's had a tough job. He's had to deal with financial fair play worse than any manager in that time. And we stayed in the Premier League last season, where I've got to be honest, I was convinced we were going down. I was convinced this whole Everton haven't been relegated in 70 years was ending, done. I was convinced we were going down, so I'm grateful to him. He's now got a big task. He can't say this isn't his team at this point. Maybe he would also get the January window, because we didn't, you know, there were still Everton fans, including myself, that still wanted a creative player, and maybe actually a born and bred goal scorer. You know, Malpay's fine, but he tends to just get 9 or 10 goals. I was on about, you know, if you're selling Gordon, go and spend £45 million on a striker and go and get someone who will create for him. That hasn't happened, so he probably gets till January. It's a tough ask. But he's done the right things. He's recruited the right players. He's brought in leaders.
The right players as well.
Yeah, he's brought in leaders. He's brought in a decent midfield. Touch wood, he gets through this season, and then we can build and go forward. But at the minute,
you're backing him.
I'm backing him.
Interesting.
Klopp's 7-year reign, by the way, though. This is, you know.
Can we not talk about this, right? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, let's move on to Doyle. So, there have been 1 or 2 question marks.
7-year reign.
Klopp, which is kind of unbelievable in a way, given what he's achieved since he's been at the club. But people are saying he's into his 7th year, and they're comparing that with other places it's not quite worked out. There's a school of thought to suggest that if things don't quite work out, he might leave.
No
I've heard
way,
that said. No, I've seen that. I mean, listen, it's the speculation.
It's not happening, right? This 7-year case, mumbo jumbo, yeah.
7-year itch.
So when he was at Mainz, yeah, he was at a 2nd division team, lad, and he got them up and he done what he was supposed to, and then he had no goal after that, right? And he moved to Dortmund. Dortmund are a team that are fantastic, but consistently get their players bought off them by Bayern Munich, who he has then to compete against to win the league and the Champions League. It's not the same dynamic. This is a completely different dynamic. Yes, he has to compete against City, but City aren't taking all his best players, lad. He's still got Mohamed Salah, he's still got Luis Diaz, he's still got Jota, he's still got Firmino, he's going to get Jude Bellingham next season, he's still got Virgil van Dijk, Allision, Trent. Like, it's not the same. So we'll see what happens at the end of the season, but I'll profusely refuse that we're all of a sudden just going to drop off and come 16th or something like everyone's been suggesting. It's just silly to think that after we've hit the heights of being in the Champions League final 3 times in the last 5 years, won the Premier League, won the FA Cup, the Community Shield, the League Cup, the Super Cup. What does Klopp need to do, lads?
It is, right?
What does he need to do?
Everything you said there is absolutely spot on, but the nature of the beast, football's one of those sports is, what have you done for me lately?
I get it.
You've made a slightly indifferent start, let's be honest. By
Yeah, we've had 4.
Liverpool's high standards, you've not made the start that certainly I expected. So you're going to get that level of speculation, especially with a guy like Klopp.
It's a rebuild, mate. So what good teams do, they build mid-success. We've had lots of success. We're not waiting for the teams to completely end where we've sold Salah and sold Bobby and sold all the Virgils and all these players. We're building mid-success. That's why we're getting players like Elliot, Carvalho. That's what you do. That's how you become successful for a prolonged amount of time. Because it's not how good you do it, it's how long you do it good for. And who said that? Frank Sinatra, lad? Yeah. And Klopp's aware of this, lad. He knows. Do you think he doesn't have in the back of his mind, the 7-year itch? He knows it's coming for himself, lad. So he'll be preparing for this very well. And he's doing it. Like even Arthur now, the fact that we just got Arthur, quick snap, he was like, nah, this is not happening this season. Get a midfielder in and on loan. He's a quality midfielder. He's played in the top leagues. Get him in. It's not the same dynamic.
And one thing you can also argue is, during this period where Liverpool have, let's be honest, have been sensational. I can sit here as an Everton fan and appreciate Champions League finals. You can appreciate the runners-up. You can appreciate the fact they've won the league. You can appreciate they've been so close. And literally, there's been nothing between them and Manchester City now for years. Yeah. And they had a moment a couple of years ago under COVID, and I think it was more obvious that Liverpool would that season finish outside the top 4, and then they dragged themselves in and finished in the top 4, and then they went again. So it's obviously horrible for an Everton fan to see, but you can appreciate the job that Klopp does. I don't like him.
Ricky Lambert was our striker.
Appreciate how good he can be,
He's boss, lad.
How he can rebuild this team, and as you've just said, you do it with youth, Simicast, Carvalho, Elliot, these players have all been signed.
Nunez.
Go out on loan or come back into this team, and they all do something under Klopp, and it's frustrating to see, but you have to appreciate it. Do you
Absolutely,
get what I mean?
It's just respect where respect's due. I don't like Manchester City, but they definitely recruit fantastically well, and they definitely play the best football in the league. That's it, because I understand football and I respect it, and that's it. I don't like them, because they win all the time. But they do, and that's it.
I've got to ask you guys as well, we're nearing kick-off time now. The intensity levels ramping
up.
I
can feel it myself.
And I'm going to ask you for your predictions in a minute. But just quickly, we spoke about managers. Now, as a neutral, I've observed there's been a little bit of tension between the two managers in the past. A little bit of beef.
Yeah.
Let's start with Doyle.
Do you remember that when it was like, you've won 1 league and you think you're mad, bruv? And we all remember that game. But I'm not really bothered by it, mate. Like, this is what...
Do you think it's a genuine dislike, or do you think it's just the heat of the moment stuff?
Just heat of the moment, mate. It's football.
What about you, Mike?
Even myself.
To be honest, if there wasn't that sort of bite, you'd be concerned.
You're like, don't you care about this? Don't you care, lads?
I want the managers to be having a go, just like I want the players to be having a go, like I want the fans to be having a go.
Shake hands at the end, lads. Try and shake hands at the end of it, you know what I mean, when you've calmed down.
But you know what's funny, though? Like, with Lampard, he seems more irascible as a manager than he did as a player.
Oh, it's quite scary.
He definitely does, doesn't he? He definitely does.
Right, the guys teams are coming out on the pitch now.
Come on, lads.
I'm going to ask you your predictions before we kick off, but the way I like to do things, I don't like to ask a man his predictions. You've got to tell me why you think the way you think. So let's start with the home team. Mike, give me your prediction for the game and why.
Okay, so I think Everton win this game 2-1.
2-1.
I think Everton score in the first half through a ball over the top because they'll be in our third. They'll have all the possession today. Liverpool could be 80%, but they'll all be in the Everton half. We'll use the pace of Gordon and Gray in behind while Trent's halfway up the pitch, and we'll get him behind and make it 1-0. Then the midfield will be exposed because they haven't quite got the same midfield that they have over the years. They've got a little bit of inexperience. Might make it 2-0, but even if it goes 1-1, we're gonna get the second in the 80th minute and we'll win 2-1.
Who scores the second?
Do you know what? I'm gonna go with a cheeky I'm going to go with a Tarkowski corner.
Fair play, lad.
I'm going to go with a header, you know.
Fair play,
I'm
lad.
going to go with a header.
Fair play.
You know what? It sounds plausible. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know. Doyle.
It's hope.
We're going to win.
Who wins or could it be a draw?
Liverpool are going to win 9-0 because we're the better team and Everton are crap. Is that good enough, lads? No, listen. We're going to win the game, and the reason why I think we're going to win the game is we've had a poor start to the season. It's going to help us with our motivation going into this game in the sense that this is a derby. We don't want what to happen against Man United to happen again. Nunez is coming back off a suspension. He's going to have that fire in his belly to play well. Tsimikas is starting, who's going to try and impress Jurgen Klopp today with some crosses. And like I said, we've got that man with the 6 foot, 6'4" one lad, and then Trent whipping it in as well. I think the 2 young lads are going to create a lot for the forwards, Diaz, Nunez and Salah. And I just don't think you're going to be able to cope with the quality. I think Gordon will get a goal. I think exactly what you said, you will exploit our weakness because we have been conceding goals, but I don't think it's going to get you over the line just to continually do that. I think we'll suss it out and then we'll overpower you with the quality that we've got.
So you're going?
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Everton.
Tight this is.
Yeah.
2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to give my prediction. It's not going to be a popular one with Mike, but I've got to keep it real. I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. However, I do think it's going to be a closely contested game.
Me too.
Everton might even go 1-0 up, but I just think the extra quality you got, especially with the Latin Andy Carroll up top.
Oh, wow. I've never even heard that.
I can't believe. Right, Nunez, score a hat-trick, lad. Right, Laurie's watching, but all right, lad, just score a hat-trick dead quick.
You know what, that just came completely out of the top of my head. Honestly, I did not prepare that. So, but anyway, no disrespect. Andy Carroll was a good player anyway.
Yeah, he was, but Nunez is better, mate.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going 3-1, but that is no disrespect. I just think that as the game opens up as we go along, I think Liverpool get more chances. I do think Everton will be competitive, but ultimately, with the extra quality, got to lean towards Liverpool. However, if Everton pull it off, fair play.
What this will be as well is this is an opportunity for both teams to really start their season.
Said that against United for us as well, lad.
If you show the quality, if you put it down on the pitch, if you beat us 2-3-0, you're going to go out that game and go, right, that's it now. You know, Nunez gets a goal. You start going, don't you?
Having said that, we just won 9-0, lads, and then we kicked on against Newcastle and it wasn't the same, lad.
Yeah, I would argue, though, that the Bournemouth game was a complete freak result.
It wasn't, 9-0's it's not a normal thing to happen, is it? Having said that...
Just before we start, sorry, Dawes, sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
The predictions that
That's what it's all about. But we have got that added bonus now with a 6'4" man in the middle. Yeah. Like, it makes a massive difference. You'll see it with Haaland as well. Watch how many Haaland headers he gets this season, lad. It's just even a little flick on. It's just the ones that you can float in and he can just glance it off his head dead quick. They make a difference to your attacking style. They really do. When you're looking at Tsimikas and Trent and you see Mo in the middle, what's happening there?
Why has that happened?
By the way, I just want to shout out Alex in the house. He's to my right.
Gilly.
He's watching with us.
Gilly.
Big Liverpool fan, big personality. Alex from Cox.
Big lads.
What I will say as well, just out of interest, is you know now with Nunez up front and the statue of him.
Yeah.
Has it changed, for example, the style of Mo Salah? You know, how he used to come out wide, he'd go into the middle, he'd play a little.
No.
So he's still scoring and providing. What I'm saying is, do you think that's what's affected Salah?
No, because Nunez hasn't played for the last 3 games and Salah still hasn't played very well for the last 3 games. Plus, he didn't have a good last half of the season last season.
Yeah.
He's just on a bad vein of form and he set standards so high for himself that he's no longer hitting them extremely unbelievable high standards. And that's why he's getting pointed out now. Same with Messi, lad. Messi used to score 40 goals a season and then he started scoring 30 and everyone was like, oh, he's dropping off. When in reality, he scored 30 goals a season still, lad. You know what I mean? Like, the standards are just
Liverpool got a
incredible.
corner already.
The thing is, as well, bad vein of form, he's still scored 2 goals and got
Exactly,
4
lad.
assists.
That's what I'm saying, lad. The quality's there, bro. He knows where to be. He knows how to score a goal. He will get them, lad. He will get them. I'm
Got to
confident.
say, 2 minutes gone, and the ball's been played exclusively in the Everton half. Liverpool have a corner.
It means
But
not
this
enough
is
for
what
us,
I
lad.
This is important. This is an important
Oh,
Davis.
it's Tom Davis marking in there.
Nunez, just keep calm, lad.
Oh,
Yeah?
it's Tom Davis.
Keep calm.
What's
The battle of
that?
the ponytails.
Oh, it's good delivery. Oh,
What is that?
Oh, it's a good tackle.
I
That.
think Liverpool made a statement of intent.
Yeah, I agree.
2 minutes gone, and Everton have not been out their own half.
But this is
No,
the
but
thing.
I expected this. This is fine.
Yeah,
I
this is what we
expect
do.
this.
This is what we do, mate. We'll have
80
70% of the ball, or every game we'll have 70% of the ball. Whether we do anything with it is a different thing, lad. Last game against Newcastle, we had 75% possession, mate. It was horrible. You're watching them kick the ball all over the place, but they just don't seem to get it in the back of the net, lad. So let's hope that we can convert
But what
this now.
Liverpool will do is, and I can speak from personal experience where we played them, is that they wear you down.
Yeah.
Constant
Yeah.
attacks, the intensity and everything else.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Oh, unlucky, lad.
This is where Everton will look to break.
Yeah, this is where
That's
everyone
quite
gets their
interesting,
goals.
actually, because you've actually deployed Gomez as a bit of a sweeper there.
Yeah, seen it.
So you've used his pace to drop out.
And
So if I was Frank Lampard now, weirdly, I'd double up on that. I'd go 2. I'd put 2
Gordon
up.
and Maupay. Gordon and Maupay, yeah.
And I'd play the 2 off him.
what you need is Gordon to chase him down, win that ball, and then Maupay to collect the loose ball that he wins, essentially, and run with it. Because it definitely has been a weak point for us. Not because Trent's a bad defender, because he plays in a system that literally tells him to attack, so he's not always where he should be. Go ahead, Luis. Luis! Yeah, we look good
It's
so
a
far.
bright start from Liverpool.
It really is.
Some would say expected.
Yeah. But a goal is what I need. I don't want to concede the first goal. I'm sick to death of conceding the first goal and chasing the game. It's horrible. I just want to win.
I did say that I thought Everton would score today. They might even score first.
First, it's like the way we've been conceding the first goal. I wouldn't put it past them.
Don't forget everybody out there to vote for DR Sports at the Football Content Awards for Best New Content Creator and Best in the Socials. I think we deserve it.
I do too. The amount
So
of
get those votes in.
It's not even that, the amount of opportunities that this channel gives to people like me and Mike is just fantastic, and I don't see many other channels being as generous as Robbie has been, mate. Robbie has been looking after this football community so much in the last 10 years, and this is a culmination of it, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's unbelievable.
Oh,
Honestly,
Thank you very much
this
for
is
those
great.
words of encouragement, bro. You know what? I'm going to say this, right? So on Monday, went to the carnival. It's myself.
I've
Robbie,
seen that with
yeah,
Cess and that, yeah.
Myself,
Passing that.
Robbie, Cecil, Ty, Kaz, a few of us. And I honestly, the love he was getting at the carnival was unbelievable. Like,
He's
you know what I mean?
he's
At times, it was taking us like several minutes to just walk a few yards. You know what I mean?
He's the
People was-
godfather of this stuff, mate.
Yeah.
He's the godfather of football content, he is.
And as a brother, obviously, it was heartwarming to see. Oh, Everton
Come on
on the
then, come
attack
on
there,
then.
looking quite... Oh, great ball!
come on!
No, it took too long.
Hey, see, this is the thing now. Like, I used to have this like ultimate confidence in Liverpool. Yeah, in the back line, I'd be like, nah, lad, nah. But we conceded that many first goals now. Then I'm like,
But in that brief snapshot of play, that showed you there what Mike was saying about the counter-attacking. They were on it.
We're vulnerable,
Maupay
aren't
was
we?
at the...
I genuinely think we miss Matip, massively. Matip's footballing IQ is incredible, as well as being a technical footballer. He's really, really
Yeah, I like
underrated.
Matip,
He's
yeah.
really good, He's like underrated.
And of course, there's no Mane as well this season.
Yeah, and we miss him a lot. I cannot believe we let him go, I can't believe that.
I think he was saying he wanted a new challenge.
Yeah, and I get it. He's paid his dues, lad. I absolutely have got utmost respect for that human being, lad. I love him.
Oh, well done,
that's,
Gordon. Battle, go on.
Tackles are going in there.
That's the type of extra bit of bite that he'll have because he's a Scouser, lad. Does that make sense? He's like, I'm not letting this ball go, lad. I'm not, even if I get myself hurt here, I'm not letting this ball go against the bigger lad as well. Absolutely a foul, yeah.
So, Mike, how good is this guy, Anthony Gordon? We're hearing a lot about him. Chelsea, obviously.
I think it's really too early to put so much pressure on him. He is good. He's great, running with the ball. He's got a good turn of pace. He's got ability to beat a man. And obviously this season he's added a couple of goals to his game. So that's great. the only thing I would say is he's still very young, so putting that pressure on him, he's a good player and he's got real potential. But at the minute, it's just potential.
He's hungry, lads. What I like from players, right, is just running your socks off, lad. Chase, look at this. This is brilliant from him. He runs the ball down, lad.
Yeah,
Even though it's going
he's got that energy, enthusiasm.
He's Scouse as well, lad. It'll matter. His battle against Trent won't matter. He's a Scouser as well, lad. He'll have bragging rights from this. It really matters to us. That's why it's important for Liverpool to always have a Scouser in the team. Even if they're not necessarily a starter, they need to be in that dressing room to remind everybody why they play for this club.
Because they know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
That's it. Play him, then. Play him. Don't try and beat him. Don't try and beat him. Play the ball.
Get your
Play
shot
the
off.
ball. That's it. Shoot! Oh!
Now you see that, right? This is now you see that this is exactly what we were saying.
That should be a goal.
8 minutes gone. Liverpool had by far the majority of the possession, but Everton have created the best chance.
Yep.
It should
And
be a goal.
that all came from the midfield.
It did.
A bit loose in the midfield, gaps everywhere, and he can just exploit it. It was too easy for them, that lad.
Mopé's already having a decent start in this game.
Too easy
I
for them,
think Anthony Gordon, to be fair,
Should have gambled,
should have been a bit more
Should have
alert there,
gambled with
shouldn't
it. Yeah, he should have gambled, lad.
he? Should have been a bit more alert.
That's the type of thing, though, you get from experience. That's what Haaland does amazingly well. Sits on the back post, doesn't he, and just gets them goals.
That's what you get when you put a centre forward on. That's a
Gary Lineker, what did he say the other day? It's a game of percentages, and that's the most maximum potential there. Is this, who's on the floor here? Is this Fab? Oh, what happened there?
Is it his wrist?
It might be his wrist, that, you know.
While we're looking at that injury, some insights here. Everton have won just one of their last 23 Premier League meetings with Liverpool. Drawn 12.
That's a lot
10.
of 90 minutes, that, lad. A whole lot of 90 minutes.
And that last victory was a 2-0 win at Anfield in February 2021.
Wow.
Under
That's
Carlo.
nearly like 2,000 minutes, lad.
Oh, there you go.
Right, yes. So we're going to... The 9th minute, the tribute to the young girl that was recently murdered in Liverpool. Liverpool fans as well, in unison.
And it's only right, use these to clap, not to kill. No guns, no knives, drop them.
It's great to see the tribute there. As I was saying, the Liverpool fans were clapping just as enthusiastically as the Everton fans, which is great.
Absolutely, mate.
So
More than football, this, absolutely.
Yeah,
Football does
that's
not
good to
matter
see.
at all when it comes to this.
Right, and come on.
Everton are since
There's your ball, there's your
picking
ball.
up now.
There they are.
Use
Come
your
on,
legs.
Reds. Come on, lads. Oh, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
I
See,
like-
that little ball there in the middle, in that midfield. Then there's that ball from Gordon into the middle of the park, and there is no one for Liverpool there, and that is that gap. That's what we've got to keep hitting, and we didn't do it then.
Do you know what? For Harvey Elliot, right, he's such a technical footballer, so he's always getting fouled and dragged. Yeah, he's insane. And do you know what I really love about him? His professionalism. He just keeps his head down and carries on playing his football. He
and
gets
do you know
fouled
what-
and he doesn't get up and go, what are you doing? He gets fouled and he just stands and just gets off, lad, and just goes, right, that's a foul.
It's credit to
Brilliant,
him.
that, lad, for a young man. Brilliant.
It's credit to him.
Good
and
temperament.
The reason why, I echo that is because he got tarred with a terrible brush as soon as he signed for Liverpool over tweets and stuff that he'd made years ago. And it's unfair to do this to these young people.
It is.
People make mistakes and they learn and grow. And
Especially when you're a little kid, lad, your brain's not even developed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you can't learn from your mistakes and it's early, it's just wrong in my opinion.
Especially when half the people that criticise people,
Oh, Gordon, come on, son.
they've got to look at their own, you know, we can't throw stones in glass houses and that, you know, everybody said something that's stupid one time, lad.
There's no
Simple as that.
today.
I'll tell
And
you what, though,
Robertson.
guys. Although Liverpool have had obviously the more possession, Everton created the better chance.
I agree.
And I would also say that since they created that chance, they're growing into the game a bit more.
What's happening is teams are sucking us in, right? And we've had all the ball, and we're not able to utilise the ball, so it leaves loads of space at the back for everyone to counter-attack. So you've got optimum opportunities to score against us, and that usually worked for us. Didn't matter because we'd overload people, but we just haven't had the team to do it this season at all. What's going on?
What's going on?
You do need a strong referee in these games.
What's going on?
What's going on?
He's having a word with. There has been a few tasty tackles.
So that's it's a bit
Patterson
50-50.
Oh!
Yeah, it's 50-50.
It's just one of them. The ref's doing
You
the right thing,
expect that in the derby,
ref's
don't you?
doing the right thing,
Yeah,
lad.
yeah.
He's stopping them both. I'm going to give you the
calm
card.
No, but you know what I'm
stop
going to
that,
say,
lads.
guys? I'm going to say, shout out to Patterson there, because if he goes down, he's giving the referee a decision to make there.
I think the ref
He
was right
definitely
in front
swung
of it,
his
though.
arm out.
I think the ref was right in front of
It
it. Yeah, brilliant referee in that. Old school, that lad. Stop it, lads. All right, get on with it. Yeah. No.
Because I could think of many players that would have gone down there and been rolling around on the floor, holding their
Bruno
face,
Fernandes, mate.
even though he wasn't hitting.
He would have been shot, lad.
To be fair to Patterson, he's made a really big impact since playing. He's came in. He's been.
Where's he
really,
from?
He's from Rangers. We signed
Okay.
him. We signed him in January. But he got an injury. Didn't make
Nunez,
an
go on.
appearance.
Go on, Nunez. Do something nice. That was not nice.
It's fine. It's fine. Just keep it chill. Just keep it chill. This is fine. This is exactly where we want Nunez on the edge of the box. We don't want him in the middle. 6'4".
That's what he needs to do for us. He doesn't need to be coming out and doing the Bobby roll because we've got Bobby to do that, lad.
Exactly.
We need him right in that box, in the 6 area, in the 6 yard box where he can just tap everything in.
And
that's all we need.
This is where bring you forward, overexpose your midfield and play through the lines. That is what Everton have to do today on a regular basis. And if I can call it, give me the job.
Good lad, Nunez. Just keep chasing the ball, lad. That's exactly all we expect from you, lad.
Go back. That's it.
Mike, can I ask you your thoughts on Alex Iwobi? Because I have to say that when Iwobi was at Arsenal...
I could be fat friend.
he's centre mid now, isn't he, Iwobi?
No, I was going to say, Mike, what's your
Sensational.
thoughts on Iwobi? Because when he was at Arsenal, I have to say he was kind of much maligned. He's gone to Everton, didn't make the greatest of starts, but I've noticed that since Lampard's rocked up, he's played Iwobi, persisted with him, and now he's almost like a first team regular now,
It's
isn't
mad, actually.
So how do you feel on this evolution at Everton?
So we used to have this thing that Iwobi was either Iwobinho or Iwoful.
Iwofu.
Go on!
Oh, that was dangerous, that. So what Iwobi's done is he's been able to create this number 8 role by standing on the pivot, being able to track back. He's got that little bit of physicality, that little bit of snap of pace, and that little bit of skill, so he can open a door. And he's been really, really useful in that position. Obviously, defensively, he needs to work on it. He's not a centre midfielder, but he's adapting. And I think, you know, when you stick in the experience of a Ladrissa Garnagay next to him, he'll learn that. And actually, you might find that he steps into that role very similar to how Joelinton from Newcastle did. He learnt that position and he's been fantastic in it.
Football's different nowadays, isn't it? It's not. You can have these wingers that convert to centre mids because they have technical ability to play in the middle of the pitch, and they've got so much more space to operate in because they're no longer confined to that circle in the middle of the pitch where they've got wingers either side and they need to stay there.
Do you know how I describe football now? So football used to be very strategy, 4-4-2. That's your man, you stick in that. But it's actually more fluid. It's almost not quite the same.
That's the old English game, that what you're talking about, lad. That's the old English game, that.
It's almost like five-a-side now.
Yeah,
People will move, it's a bit more
dynamic,
fluid,
lads.
it's more aggressive. You'll see midfielders popping up.
You're literally asking more of your players nowadays, and the reason why you're asking more of them is because football's progressed and they're technically so much better than they've ever been, that they can do this, they can convert to different positions all over the place. That's why you see players like Mo Salah, Mane, they can just slot into centre forward if they want, because they're just born goal scorers and they're born footballers. Technical ability is gone through the roof in the last 15 years. It's unbelievable. That's why you see him, like you never used to see English players, right? Maybe Paul Gascoigne, and he was hailed as this massive, incredible enigma. But nowadays, you've got Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones.
Get there. Look at the pace of Nunez there.
No, that's a good point you
Technical
make there,
footballers, mate, that are English. And you never used to have Raheem Sterling's. Like, these footballers never really used to exist for us.
I do like this kid, Damari Gray. Good player.
Yeah, I think he's one of their best players, mate, without doubt. Go on! Come on! Yeah, now's the time to break. There's only 4 of them. Come on, lads!
It's fine.
Oh, Diaz!
That was behind him. Mind you, Salah's got the pace to retrieve it, which he does.
Yeah, look at the other wing there. Trent, look at the other wing, bro. Good lads.
That's fine.
See, Everton have got a lot of men back. Look at that.
Darwin, lads. What are you doing? You're
See how many Everton had back though when that. Huh.
Yeah.
Have they asked to swap positions or something?
I don't quite understand why you do that.
Because he might get more joy against the right back instead. It's just a different dynamic. Sometimes when you're playing against a player for a little bit, when you change another player and you've got a different style, you're not really as quick on it.
Great ball.
Well done.
Come on, lads. Do you see that? You see that? Pushing him when he's fucking going off the pitch. Come on.
Got a super chat here from Anthony Joshua. Probably not
Tighter to that, tighter.
maybe not the Anthony Joshua, but Anthony
Tight.
Joshua nevertheless. He says Everton going to win 1-0.
Yeah, well done. Strong there, go. Oh, that's Malpad for a start.
Let's be real. There's always a possibility of Everton win this game in our form recently. No doubt about it.
Oh, that's
Win the ball! Is that a corner?
Oh!
Was it or did he just miss?
Hey, you know what? I think he could have done better with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that again. Great
And that's
delivery
the-
by
and
Trent.
That's the reason he's gone out wide.
This is what I like about Trent. Look at this delivery. Look at
Brilliant
that.
baller.
Exquisite.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm being a bit harsh.
I mean,
Good
I think,
defending by
I think he should have done
Patterson.
better, but Patterson, you see his arm sort of waves in front of his face. Not that he did it on purpose, just like...
No, but you know what it is? The
Push it
angle's
off.
a little bit wide. So
Yeah.
That's the reason they've gone wide for. That's the reason.
Yeah, so we can get the back post, lads.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right, so-
how tall's Diaz as well? Diaz is not a small man, lads. I think he's like 6 foot something as well. And you see the headers he got against Bournemouth? He's got a little rocket header on him, you know.
But you know what was the best thing about that move? That delivery by Trent.
Yeah,
He's
brilliant.
got second.
First
to
time
none.
as well, by the
Go
way.
on then.
First
Play the
time.
ball. Here, now, midfield. Here, there's the run. There's Davies in the space I'm talking about.
Oh, that's a great ball by Iwobi.
Carvalho, you've got to be stronger
He's
than
got to
that.
go wide. He's
There,
got to go wide.
there.
He's got put that in.
What are you...
Yes, Simicast, lad.
That's great defending by Simicast. This is what we said
Well
earlier,
done.
didn't we? Simicast
He's gonna
won't
wanna
let you
impress.
down.
Yeah, he
Good
wants,
defender.
he wants to impress Jurgen Klopp, and this is brilliant defending, I think. Brilliant.
Great
It's
defending.
him on the
He's
back.
done well there. He's done
Good
well
lads. Good lads, Simicast.
There. How old is he? Is he a young lad?
No, I think he's like 24, 25.
That's arguably a
Still young, like mid.
goal-saving block.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, without finishing this season.
Yeah, also though, the way we've been conceding first goals, lad, you never know.
I must
Yeah,
admit,
this is a
Lampard
tense one.
looks like he's aged a little bit since he's become.
Oh, wouldn't you?
See,
You'd
David
never, you'd
Moyes.
never guess I'm only 17.
David Moyes is a prime candidate for that, lad. Look at David Moyes' wrinkles on his face, the poor fella. He's got a
Have
wrinkle
you not seen
on
the
wrinkles
pictures of
on
Everton
wrinkles.
managers over like the years that they manage Everton?
Go grey in that, lads.
Martinez, full head of hair when he left. None. Koeman, you know, proper suave. When he leaves, he's in a tracksuit, beard, the works. Like, you know, yeah.
You get put through it, don't you, lad?
He did the right thing, to be fair.
How was Ancelotti? How did that happen, lad? You had Ancelotti, he then went to Real Madrid and beat Liverpool in the final, lad. What the how did that even happen, lad? How did Ancelotti go to Everton Football Club and James Rodriguez? What the heck?
Because it's you know, it's the ambition, isn't it? Everton, there's no doubting that Everton are ambitious. The issue they've got is the owners and the board don't have a clue what that actually looks like,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
That's why they've spent 600 million. That's why Mashiri never got any of the Mashiri and Usmanov never got any of the keys at Arsenal because they didn't know what they're doing. They can have loads of money, but they haven't got a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And Everton, unfortunately, are that now.
Mopa's already starting, by the way, lads. He's already starting.
Yeah. I expected
Getting
that.
in the
He's
rest
that
here
type of
already.
feisty.
Oh! Hello.
Nah, that's a tackle.
No,
that,
no,
lad.
it's a good tackle.
I don't know. I think he came through the back of him there. He came through the back. That's arguably a booking, if you
Let's have a
ask me.
little look at the VAR.
I think Damari Gray was looking for that.
Simicast considering a bit fortunate.
Yeah.
That's potentially dangerous. He's come through the back.
I
of
feel
it.
like because Damari Gray's jumped before it, he's already off the ground and then it makes it look worse than it
Speaking
is.
as a real
It's,
little.
it's nothing too major, but it is a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul.
No, but I would argue that's a booking. He took him out, bro.
He knew he was coming. And
know
because
what-
he knew he was coming, he went, go ahead lad, take me out. And then he did.
It really concerns me this season on some of the things that have been given for bookings. Like, it just doesn't feel like it's a hard
horrible, isn't it?
game anymore, you know, like a good crunching tackle.
Lad, there was
So
a few seasons ago, right? There was a goal that
Win
a
that.
corner, and Sterling put his
is that
hand on
corner?
someone's
Is
shoulder.
that corner? We're taking that corner.
it is.
We are taking
Corner
that
to Everton.
Wow.
Even is maybe
Onana
that
there.
Tarkowski 80th minute is now. Come on, you Blues!
Why are they laughing, lad? They're not mates.
Virgil's done well there, to be fair.
Yeah, he bullied Tarkowski there, lad.
I'm reliably informed that the last 3 games at Goodison against Liverpool have ended 0-0. We hope that's not the case.
Yeah, let's not
I don't
have
think
one
it
of
will
them.
be, to be honest.
It was 4-1. Yeah, it was. I sat
Oh,
here.
so I'm not reliably
Go
informed.
on! Oh, no. Oh! I can remember.
Was that at Goodison?
Yeah, it was horrendous.
I will say, there was like 3 years.
Oh, my life!
There was 3 or 4 years.
So I said I was reliably informed, but I was unreliably informed. Thanks to Alex. This is why Alex is here, man. You know what I mean? This is why we...
Did
we
you
need
see
him
that
here.
then, by the way?
Huh?
You had a 3v1 counter attack then, up until Mikalenko put it
It's
out.
a great shot.
Oh, look at us. Oh, come on. Up toughies.
Yeah, there was a few years where Liverpool were drawn 0-0, 1-1 every game with Everton, lad, and it was horrible. It was boring. Remember that, who was it that scored that rocket, lad? Jagielka, lad. What the f was that? It was 90th minute, yeah.
Sensational,
Well, like, we're going to win the derby, the firm, and then Jagielka from 40
Sensational.
yard done a half volley that just went in, top in. I was like, what? Never scored anything in his life and then scored the best goal I've ever seen.
Nah, to be fair, not necessarily for Everton, but when he was at
Yeah,
Sheffield,
seeing it, he
he had
scored,
a
yeah.
rocket.
Don't expect that though from him at 90th
Good
minute,
press
lad.
there from Everton.
Go over, that's it.
Look at that turn, Virgil.
Right, now you win that.
That's it, Nunez.
Yeah, it's
Good
fine.
lad, unlucky. That was what you want.
He's offside, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Go on then, Tom. Up.
You've got to be more physical, Carvalho, lad. Oh, I don't like Gordon. He is very much one of them players, isn't he, lad?
He's replaced with Charlatan. Every team needs one, unfortunately. And he
Oh
just
my
happens to be
lord,
had.
this is awful.
It was a foul, but I wasn't
but
sure
it's
if it was
the-
worthy of all the
The
history on it.
theatrics
afterwards.
around it, lads.
It's definitely a red card in my mind.
No, but I personally thought that Tsimikas should have been booked for the challenge on Damari Bird.
It's a derby,
Because
lads.
number 1, he went through the back, and number 2, he took him out.
Derby, lads, you've got to be a bit more lenient.
Yeah,
to the
I hear
derby.
that, but I did think it was a bit out of order. But anyway.
That's it. That drop of the shoulder. Go on then.
Oh.
Whee!
Oh,
dear.
that's a foul.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
Oh,
as
he's dived, yeah?
He's dived. Bro, this needs to be taken out the game, this, you know. Give him a yellow card. Don't care if it's not a penalty or a free kick or nothing. Just give him a yellow card. Stop diving. Stop having diving in the game. Lads, fuck off. Honestly, I think there needs to be something done about diving in the
I
game,
liked
lads.
him,
The same way it should be done
that
about...
was bang out of order.
Like,
That's
time
bad.
wasting, right, and diving needs to be cut out of the football game, lad. It makes it horrible to watch. It really does. No matter what team you are, you need to cut that shit out, and the officials need to
No,
do
but
it,
to
lad.
be fair, they all do it.
It's horrible, lads.
I've seen Salah at his fair.
Salah's never dived in his life.
I mean, that's as bad as the Gordon one, isn't it?
See Lampard getting a bit up. This is what I was saying before about Lampard. He's more irascible as a manager than he ever was as a player.
I agree with that.
As a player, he was quite undemonstrative.
And I'll tell you why. Because he had the skill set to be a football player. He doesn't have the skill set to be a manager at the same, lad. I'm not saying that he's a bad manager. I'm saying that the skill set, he was
That sounded like
the
a dig
top
to
of
me.
the top for footballers. So he's confident. I know I'm good at football, lad. Watch me score this goal. That's what you do when you're a football player and you go on the pitch, you have that confidence, yeah? He's not been a manager before. This is his first big club. He's got to be worried about the results and worried
Right
about...
head
Oh!
Tsimikas there. He's hurt himself.
I
but
tell
it
you
was
what,
a good
the
header.
referee's going to have to get a grip of this game because the tackles are really going.
What
in.
happened there?
Anthony Gordon. Oh,
That was horrible, lad.
Yeah, that's a booking as
That's
well.
a booking,
sure.
lad. That's
Yeah,
not
he's
even
got
going
it.
for the ball, lad. That's just pushing him off with his elbow and that. Rat, man. Don't like Gordon, lad.
Should be a yellow, but the referee's
Ref's
not
trying to be a
been
bit
getting the cards out.
lenient, I think. He's trying to be a bit lenient.
Someone needs to tell Gordon to calm down a bit. Captain's got to pull him to one side. and
Yeah,
say,
I agree with that. On both sides, stop diving, lad, and stop being reckless.
Thing
Certainly
is-
intense out there.
Yeah, it's
The
proper.
thing
This
is,
is...
it gives you. It's one of them fouls. You see them in derbies,
It's a yellow card.
and this gives you an opportunity. That it's a stupid
Oh!
moment. There you go.
Ah!
Do you get what I mean? That arguably should be a goal.
Come
yeah,
on,
it
Reds.
should have been.
I think it took a deflection, you know. Off Anthony Gordon.
I think Luis Diaz fluffed his lines there, bro.
He's got something to say about everything and Anthony Gordon today, lads. Do me head in.
Don't you
He's a good
think?
player, though. He's good.
Oh, this is... Oh. Jordan Pickford, England #1.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think.
Some people would dispute that.
No, and I can understand the criticism. I really can, but until he makes them errors in an England shirt, I think he'll stay as number
And I
one.
agree with that.
If he starts going downhill in an England shirt,
Is that plausible though? If you got, hypothetically speaking, someone like Nick Pope, who's in clearly better form, would it not be remiss of the manager to pick the best player rather than show faith in a guy?
And it is what would usually happen, isn't it? If it was any other position other than goalkeeper, I think it would. I think goalkeepers, and any goalkeepers in the comments, please correct me, but I think it's that confidence it gets with a fixed back four, when your keeper knows him in front.
That's
the only reason.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what it is, lad,
And Pickford.
Is that fair though?
No, it's not.
Because if you've got a guy that's performing at levels week in, week out, surely he deserves his chance.
It's not, especially in a game like football. Football is all about meritocracy. It's all about being the best, so you get the rewards for being the best. In this type of format, though, in the national team, you want to keep it the way Gareth Southgate's got. It's structure, and he wants to rely on his players. He doesn't know if Pope's reliable in an English shirt. He knows he is for Newcastle, and he knows he has been for Burnley. But it's different when you put on an England shirt. The pressure comes in a different way, and Pickford has been fantastic for England.
Oh yeah, Pickford is a very good keeper.
I don't think
he has his moments.
Yeah, for an Everton shirt, he definitely does, lad. But in an England one, he's boss, isn't he? Even the pens that he was saving.
Well, if you go back to the Euros, that he give us the chance to win.
He was
the
boss,
Euros,
really, lads. Fair play to him. It was a good
He's
little.
captain Everton, right?
Yeah.
Which is quite an achievement.
I also think he's a lot more vocal than Pope. I think that he's got a big jaw on him, lad, so he can speak and shout.
He does have an issue with that, though.
He does.
Because he does have that, that Joe Hart moment where he's a bit like off the wall.
Yeah.
He does have that, isn't he?
Chaotic, lads.
Strong.
Doyle, what do you think of this? We've got a comment here. It says, Nunez looking weak so far.
He hasn't looked great so far. I can't say that he has. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. He definitely hasn't looked great so far.
That's a good ball.
Oh, no, it's too high. Come on, Blues.
But it's his first game back. It's still only his second game or third game in the Prem now.
I'll tell you what though, Everton are evening things up a little bit.
They are. I guess we're getting the debate so far now with the Haaland and the Darwin one. Is Haaland's doing much better and adapted to the Premier League much better? Doesn't mean to say that Darwin won't come into form at some point in this season.
And you've got to remember as well, no disrespect, but Haaland playing for City, the amount of chances they create.
They're so good.
It's the perfect storm, really.
It really is.
Yeah,
he just has to sit and wait on the back.
Look at that by Trent. I must, as you probably gathered, people, I'm a big fan of Trent.
He's right, Laurie, lad. He's right, lad.
No, I just love the way he plays, man.
He's great, isn't he?
I can never understand he gets the criticism he gets. I know he's okay. His attacking abilities outweigh his defensive ones, but even so, man, you've got to
This is
got to
where
give him credit.
This is where players like Trent, unfortunately, they get this rap that they can't defend. We had it, Luca Dean, because he was always up on the left-hand side. He would always be exposed, if you get what I mean. So he's always on the back foot trying to defend.
You can't get that many assists and then stop every cross. It just doesn't work like that, lad.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to compromise on the football pitch. And it's all right if we score goals from these crosses, but it's not all right if we don't. And that's what's been happening to us in the past.
But look at that delivery he gave earlier, that Nunez. Okay,
should have probably done better with it.
It should be a goal, shouldn't it? It should be a goal.
Should have done it better, like.
Trent's, obviously, his mentality is attack is the best.
Oh, you know, Gordon, I don't like him, right, but I like that about his game right there. I really enjoy that about his game. He wants to chase the ball and he's not going to give anyone a second to sit on it, lad. He made Gomez and Ali do that then.
Look at the eyes on him then, it's like piercing blood, look at that.
He's beautiful, isn't he, lad? He's a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man.
So, Mike, we said before the game, we were saying, like, when me and you, off air, we were saying that with Everton, they've got to get through the first 15, 20 minutes without Liverpool scoring. That was crucial. They've done that. They survived a scare or two, but they're in there, man. They're pitching.
Yep.
How you feel it's going so far?
This is exactly what I was talking about this space in the middle. That's
the foul.
That's a foul.
And he's not giving.
That'll come back, I'm sure.
This is dangerous.
There's the ball. There's your ball. Don't do a Sterling and do. Just pass, man.
Well done, Simicast. That was brilliant, jockeying that lad. Brilliant. Done all his footwork for nothing. Good lad.
Keep it. Turn.
He's having
Oh, lovely. Go on. Oh! Shoot, man.
He's hit the post.
Oh yeah.
Carvalho.
Lampard looks absolutely crestfallen there. He thought that was going in. So did I.
Carvalho's having a stinker, you know. He's not having a good game.
Oh!
At all. It doesn't work.
I'll tell you what I've noticed, bro, is that,
Oh!
that was a good effort, actually.
We're losing in the midfield here.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Everton are winning most of the 50-50.
Mike called it!
The two lads don't have the physicality, do they, lad? That's
Mike
what we were hoping they'd have.
called
and they
it on
don't.
the top of his Everton!
So Mike, he's
Mike,
obviously,
look at the score, brother.
I know.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Hey, literally,
Chill out,
it's been
lad.
a long time since it's been 0-0 at 32 minutes
Chill
against
out, lad.
Liverpool. Let me have it, man. Let me have a
Tranquilo.
moment.
Chill out.
Oh, come on, Blues. Where's that gone?
Into the stands.
Yeah, so by contrast, Doyle, how do you think you guys are doing?
Not very well, mate, are we? They're creating better chances than us. And we actually haven't got more of the ball anymore. They seem to have a grip of the ball and winning it in midfield. And I think Klopp's going to have to look at that at half time.
I tell you what, Rob.
And bring on somebody like Milner or Hendo.
Really?
But
Already?
Hendo's not even on the bench, yeah.
Already? Wow.
Yeah. Carvalho's not having a good game, mate. Definitely not. He's not able to keep up with the physicality when he hasn't got someone to protect him. So you need to again, football's a game of compromises, and we are compromising too much in the middle right now. So we need to bring that back.
You're definitely losing some of those physical battles. In
Oh,
midfield.
look,
This
there you
looks
go.
promising.
Where's that gone?
What was that?
Darwin,
is
Darwin,
that?
lads, Darwin, you're not doing me any favours for you, lad. I'm trying me.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm trying my best for you, Darwin, lad. I'm trying my best, matey.
I'll tell you what, that phrase I used before, the Latin Andy Carroll, is kind of looking a little bit...
It's a little nudge, yeah. Oh, watch the corner flag, son. Whew.
I tell you what,
You need to keep them crown jewels.
I think there'll be a few pictures of that corner flag situation on Monday.
Fuck's sake.
Right, so let's go to some of the comments. I've asked you what you guys think. Let's see what the people think out there.
Don't you dare.
Most of the comments seem to think that Everton are in the ascendancy.
They absolutely are. They're playing
Randy
better.
Marsh, sounds like Everton are dominating. Tyson Fury, Everton will win this game.
We've had all the boxes today, haven't we, lads?
Yeah, I know,
Andy Joshua
yeah.
and Tyson. Tony Bellew will be next, lad. He's bought
Who's
Everton,
sick?
doesn't he? Oh my God! Oh yes, he's hey!
That's a foul.
He needs a yellow him, you know. I'm not joking. This kid needs to be told right now. If you keep doing this, lad, you're getting a yellow card because it's.
But
too
you know
much.
what he's doing, isn't it? He's playing on the edge, isn't he?
Yeah, he needs to be told.
Well,
That's
I
what
bet
he's
if he
doing.
gets booked, I bet you'll see him cut a lot of that out. He's obviously playing on the edge, which is fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
It's
But he
up
needs
to
to
the
be told. The
referee
ref
to
needs
take
to say,
control
right,
of the
like
game.
that's
You
two now,
do
lad.
it as long as you can get away with
Exactly.
doing these games.
Especially when he's an attacking player, he doesn't need to go in for the tackle as much. Like,
Tell you what, Doyle, the comments are not being too favourable to your boy Nunez, man.
no, I get
I'm
it.
impressed.
I get it. Like I said, I'm trying to defend him. I'm trying to, speak well of him, and he's not giving me much to go on. You know what I mean? I'm trying my best, Nunez, lad. Trying.
Again, I'm not one of them fans. Like, it's his first competitive game in three.
Yeah.
You know, it does take him a little bit of time to
He's
get
having
back
a
into it.
a
don't
wee
they?
bit of a stinker in
No,
he,
it
lad,
just
at the
takes a bit
moment.
of time. You might find the second half he does something, or maybe they make the change at half time with Firmino.
All that matters, right? This is all that
All
matters,
that
right?
matters
And you
is
see with
Everton winning
Haaland,
this game.
right? Haaland has like 3 touches a game, but every single one of them will either be an assist or a goal, and that's all he needs to do, lad.
I'll tell
Right?
you another
That's
player-
literally all he needs to do is just stay. Like, if you just stay there,
That
lad.
is a good point, actually.
Yeah, another player that was sensational at that was Ruud van Nistelrooy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't see- You know,
Number 9s.
yeah.
And
That's
even one of my favourite strikers, Aubameyang, when he was at his peak at Arsenal, people would always say, but he doesn't do much but score. But hey, that's what he's in the team
That's
for.
the whole point
To
of a number
score.
9.
So,
He can do. Ian Rush, mate. Ian Rush just literally scored goals. That was it. He was just stood in the box and went past.
Nikita Jalovic, little one touch his box.
because let's face it, strikers are predatory by nature.
Yes.
So they will just hang around, play off the shoulder, wait for that opening, that pass.
He doesn't seem to be playing a striker's role,
they're in.
and I don't like it. That's what you're here to do, lad. You're not here to play on the wing. We've got 2 wingers, lads. We've got Diaz and Salah, who would be fantastic on the wings. We don't need you to be there, lad. We need you to be in the 6-yard box, waiting for the tap-in, or get a header on it. That's it.
Have you noticed they've put 2 on the other side? Is that Elliot and Diaz going right as well?
Look at this midfield. Where are they?
It's because he's gone 4. He's
My
gone
head's
4 in
battered.
the line.
My
there.
head is battered, lads. I'm spinning out.
The comments have been dominated
They're
by
try-
people's thoughts on Nunez, and
they're
I have
trying
to
to
say,
overload us.
they're not over impressed.
And what I would say to them is, I agree to a certain extent, but there's still 45 minutes
Yeah,
of this game to play, so don't speak too early.
As long as this is 0-0,
Free kick. Gives a fucking free kick.
Oh, that's a good ball. Oh,
Ref, you should give a free kick there, lad.
oh,
must say, I am enjoying the game. It's quite competitive.
It is. It's very feisty, innit?
And it's very competitive.
Do you know why? Because Everton can see some light in this game. They absolutely can. They can see a way through it. That's a foul!
That.
When are you going to give a yellow card to anybody, lad? Is that going to happen at all? Hey, there you go. He's done one bad foul.
You know what I've got to say? After all the tackles that's been in this game, to book him for that is a bit innocuous, man.
That was my fault, that wasn't it? That was definitely, you heard me, lad.
We've seen way worse than that. He hardly touched it.
He went for the ball at least.
Referee.
Yeah, he went for the ball at least. Whereas Anthony Gordon twice hasn't went for the ball. He's just pulled and pushed.
So the 37th minute, the first booking, and
what's your name? Sorry, I was singing.
I think he can count himself.
Do you think Carvalho looks a bit like Coutinho as well?
Yeah, he's a regen, lad. That's exactly what he is, lad. He's Coutinho regen.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake. This is what every time we play Everton, lad, they're like, we'll just injure their players, lad. That's all we don't care about winning, lad. Let's just punch their heads in.
I don't think that was deliberate, though.
No, it wasn't, but this seems to happen every time, lad.
Listen, not every foul is a booking.
No, I agree. That one.
Not every foul is a booking.
Being that it's his first foul.
Oh yeah, no.
That was a foul, certainly, but a booking after what we've seen so far.
I think it's all about intent when it comes to a foul. So Anthony Gordon ones, two of them, they weren't going for the ball at all. He was going for the man, and that was it. That's a yellow card.
He probably remembered. Oh, I've got my yellow cards. I need to get them.
Oh yeah. What are these, lad? Yeah, I forgot about these, lad. Yeah.
Because
that's
seriously,
for you, lads.
In the context of the game, that is one of the least egregious fouls in the game, and he's given a card for it. Weird.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think if anything, what he's probably doing now is going. There's too many fouls going on in this game.
Yeah, he's probably thinking now it's about time.
Yeah.
What's Jurgen Klopp upset about?
Trent, gonna score this, you know.
But it was hardly.
Gonna score this, you know. It's happening, lad.
Alex, I would say that was hardly like egregious, was it? Come on.
I think there's been worse fouls in this game.
It's definitely a foul. Definitely a foul.
Yeah, it was a
100% foul.
Just not maybe not a yellow.
Onana been immense in midfield.
He's gonna have to calm it down now, though, lads. Go on.
Well done,
Second phase. Go on, back in.
It's good delivery.
Oh! Unlucky Darwin. He's trying his absolute best. That's all we can ask from him.
Is that a chance, though?
Let's have a look. Yes it is. Absolutely, yes it is.
Yeah,
he's caught the man, but he's caught Davis on his blind side. He's got the header. He's found the connection. He's just not really thought about where he's putting it.
I'm a bit perplexed as why they keep putting Tom Davis on 6'4".
I don't know.
I think it's because they've
Carvalho's
pulled
injured.
him out, ain't they? They've pulled him out to that side, and they're having to try and double up on him. But you can't pull a centre half out because that leaves us exposed in the middle as well. So
can you stop injuring our players, please, lad?
Sorry, mate.
Can you just stop doing it?
I'll stop running on the pitch and putting the foot in. Sorry.
Doyle, don't shoot the messenger, but we've just had a super chat here.
Am I going to get tethered again on a super chat, lads? Is that what's supposed to happen?
He's calling you a dosser.
A dosser?
It's from Tyson Fury, so you might not want to...
I'm a freestyle footballer, lad. I'm not a dosser, bro. Go and look at my account, lad. You'll see some sick skills. That took me years. Okay, go and have a look.
And I've seen Doyle, man. He ain't capping. He's got skills. He's got skills, bro.
Thank you, Laurie, lad.
It's poor, that is.
Tell you who's a dosser. This referee, lads. Not getting his yellow cards out.
But you know what's ironic about that term dosser? Like, I'm a lot older than you guys. I remember that term was in fashion back when I was a kid.
It always comes back around, lads.
And now Tyson Fury seems to have made it famous.
You're a dosser.
Oh, come on, Blues. Liverpool are just in the ascendancy a little bit.
Come on.
Got to keep this tight.
Why, Darwin? What? I'm trying my best with this kid, yeah. But I don't think he knows where he is. He just seems to be everywhere.
There's still leaders on that pitch that need to say to him, just stay in that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he's all over the shop. But
who's the leader in our midfield there, lads? We haven't got one, bro. We just literally don't have one.
Van Dijk is a leader.
Yeah, but he's miles away from him, lad. You can't tell him.
Still be able to say,
you need leaders in every rank.
Get in that box.
In my opinion, lad, you need a leader in every rank. You need one in the defence, you need one in the midfield, and you need one in the attack.
Could we be seeing that man soon?
Bobby. Might be, lads, yeah. Oh, I reckon Jota will come on at some point as well, to be quite honest with you.
He likes a goal against Everton as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go, lads. Straight away, there, Paul.
Well, Carvalho's struggling as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's coming off him.
So,
like for like?
So hang on, what would the formation be?
Exactly it. Yeah, I don't think he's going to take Carvalho off for Firmino. If he does, then we've got 2 players in midfield, like, so it doesn't work out. Unless he starts to play Bobby in a centre mid position, which I don't think he would be. It wouldn't be.
Oh, he could do that role, couldn't he?
He's got a good tackle. What's going on, ref?
One thing I would say about Tours, tell me what you think, right? I think that physically Everton look a bit stronger than you guys.
Yeah, it's the middle.
Oh,
it's the middle,
that's
mate.
too easy.
It's
That is too
Carvalho.
easy. Oh my God!
He's hit the bar. Did he? What?
That was a great effort. Oh!
You lucky bastards!
What a passage. Luis Diaz. What a passage of play that
Do you know how many
was.
times Luis Diaz has hit the post, Laurie?
Hit the post and
Not
the bar.
not in this game, but so many times he's hit the post, lad. It's horrible. Oh, it was the
Oh
inside.
my
And you know what was
life.
ironic about that, guys? That was with his right foot.
Yeah. Look at this. This is a strike, this.
Oh, that was a great effort.
Oh!
Good.
That's
It's
brilliant.
Save. He's got lucky there, lads.
No, but you know what? That's a great shot and a great save
save,
by
yeah, it
Pickford.
is.
This is great stuff.
Showed why he's number 1 there, didn't he? Pickford there. That's what he's good at. Oh! No. That angle looked horrible, didn't it? Oh, damn. See Frank then?
Yeah.
Flipping, lad.
Click 300, super chat from him. How many penalties did Salah get the year they won? Doyle, can you answer that?
None. He scored all from open play. I'm not having this debate, okay, about Mo Salah getting too many penalties and that's why he scores goals. Because you can't say that for 5 seasons in a row, okay? He's been top goal scorer because he's the top goal scorer in the league and that's it, okay?
Oh.
He's dead good at scoring goals. Maybe that won't be the case this season, but it's been the case, and that's it, okay? One of them. And also, penalties are not a given, okay?
No,
they're not a given.
They're not.
Don't just score every penalty. I mean, it makes it easier, but you don't.
This is killing me, this is now. Chill. Chill.
Don't chill.
Chill, man.
Don't chill. Don't chill. Chaotic energy from the back line, please, lads.
I think we're seeing more ebb and flow in the last 5-10 minutes. I'd say Liverpool are regaining their control that they had earlier in the game. What do you reckon?
Waking up a little bit. Nunez seems to have, after that shot, I hope it gives him a little bit more confidence with his feet. Because he seems a little bit like, erratic everywhere. I want him to just calm down. Good lads. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Trent sees stuff that we just don't see. It's mad. That's another reason why he's so good, by the way. Not just his execution, but his, like I said, his map of the pitch is just unbelievable. You can see everything.
You've got to get tighter there. You've got to get tighter
bad
there.
ball.
That can't happen.
This is better. Get a goal, lads. Virgil, you're like 7 foot, lads, ahead of this. What's he moaning at?
Not long now to go to half time. And 0-0. But I've enjoyed the first half. It's been very well contested. Chances at both ends. And
Been a good game. Feisty derby, that's what it's been.
It is. Living up to the billing so far, I reckon. Corner.
Go. Go.
This is where you got to just take him out.
Go.
The speed of Gordon, lads.
Yeah,
The
he's
pace.
got
Go
good
on.
pace.
Play the ball now. You've messed it. You should have played the
think he's
ball
looking
just
for
He's
a
going to
corner.
fall over and start rolling everywhere. There you go.
It's good defending by Joe
play
Gomez.
the ball.
Tuchhan Robertson right out there, lad.
It's good defending by Joe Gomez, actually.
Tighter. Well done.
There again, you see, Everton.
That way, Morpay, my life.
Did you see what happened there, though? This is an example of what I was saying. In that
the middle of the
midfield
pitch.
there, Everton do look physically stronger.
What they're doing is
There.
not letting anyone in a half turn at all. They're getting right into the back of them and just taking the ball from
Where's
them.
that?
Because they know they get a half turn, it's game over. Like.
Get in there.
Couple of super chats. Aldiris, that foul was knee on knee. That really hurts, deliberate or not.
Yeah, it does
Literally
hurt.
seen someone get their knee shattered in a hockey game.
It does hurt. There's no
It
doubt
does
about
hurt.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
definitely
horrendous.
does.
But as I was saying, not every foul deserves a yellow card.
And it wasn't intended. He went for the
Yeah,
ball.
exactly,
He
yeah.
definitely went for the ball. Like.
Trent did really well there.
Thank you. Okay, he can defend. I appreciate that, lad.
No one there.
Go on. Show a bit of quality
Do
now.
not be...
Good tackle again.
Go on then. Go on then.
Onana.
Go on then. Oh, look at the pace in there.
Good! Better! Yeah.
It's just chill now. Just chill. Look, just see out these.
I must say, Mike, Onana's looking quite impressive in that midfield. isn't he?
Fantastic, honestly,
looking
it's
good.
fantastic. But he's on the yellow now in a Merseyside derby.
We just listen, lad. He's playing against 2 5'3" players. Okay.
Exactly.
So all I'm going to say is, when someone comes on that's the same height as them and the same weight as them, let's see what he does then.
Click 300 says, super chat from him. He says, ref won't blow final whistle till Liverpool score.
Listen, right. That is a load of... Did you watch the Newcastle game? Do you know how many minutes that ball was out for? 18 minutes. That's how much time they wasted.
And that's the end of the first half.
Should be cut out the game, lad. Time wasting should be cut out. You shouldn't be able to do that type of stuff.
Tom Davies said, showing him, he hit the post. Also, our friend Darwin Nunez, he hit the post, and Luis Diaz,
both of them hit the post.
The bar.
Yeah, one of them, and Nunez hit the bar. Diaz hit the
Pickford
post.
tipped it onto the bar.
Yeah, that was going in otherwise.
Yeah,
it's definitely going in.
You know what? It's kind of interesting because that was some real ebb and flow stuff there.
Good game.
It is. Who would you say had the better of that first half? Let's go with Mike.
In the end, just because they hit the post and bar twice, I'd argue Liverpool.
Yeah, you guys hit the post as well.
Yeah. But I would say, in terms of, it's really difficult.
It's a tight game, isn't it, lads?
It's a very tight game.
And a good game.
Based on hitting bar, it's you lot. But
based on chances, I'd say you.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the point. So
exactly.
like, we've probably had, we've been closest to scoring, but yous have had the better chances.
A draw at the
minute
time is probably fair.
I agree.
It's probably
I'd agree. Yeah.
It's gonna
what
take
I would
a
say is,
quality.
I would say Liverpool definitely made the better start.
Yeah.
Everton came into it more and more. Their confidence rose. They had a nice little spell in the middle of the first half where they were actually, I wouldn't say dominating, but they looked like they were coming to terms with everything. And then in the last 10, 15 minutes, I think Liverpool stepped their game up a little bit. You saw the 2 chances there.
I think it's us adapting to the game. I think it's us understanding what their game
plan is. But overall, I'd say 0-0 is fair, and I'd say it's a good game. And I'm liking Everton in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah,
I think we need to change that.
Strong and resilient.
Yeah, you do need to change that.
I don't know what we can bring on now because Hendo's off. I think we might have to bring that Arthur playing on. Which is a risk in a Merseyside Derby. Like.
It is a risk, but it's never a bad thing, is it? Throwing them into the not the hardest game of the season, but probably the most ferocious. Goodison Park, Everton, Liverpool. It's actually probably
It's not very kind, no, lads.
No, it's not.
Not very kind.
It's not, but you know what? Welcome to the Premier League, mate. This is going to be as tough
Right,
as
I've got
it's
to
going
stop
to
you
get.
guys there. Those of you who watch DR Sports regularly will know that at half time we do our little fun and game stuff. We're getting ready for that. We've got the wheel there to my right. I'm going to ask both of these guys to see how they get on with it.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel time.
You're eating chili, ain't it?
Nah, what are you talking about, lads?
You do forfeits.
Nah, lads.
Cheeky
What are you
forfeits.
talking about, lads?
Cheeky forfeits.
What are you talking
I
about,
think you know what we'll do.
Also
I
done
think
chilies,
we
man.
will, when we start, give us Everton as the home team, and Mike's representing Everton. Obviously, we'll give him the go ahead to
First spin, lad, yeah.
the first spin.
I'll take it.
If you want, if that's what you want.
Yeah, by all means. Take the first spin. As long as it stays off forfeit and sound.
Okay, Mike, step up.
Oh, here we go then.
Spin that wheel, bro.
I've made steps to the wheel.
Yes.
I'm not even going to look. I'm not going to look.
No look spin, lad. Bobby Firmino way.
Oh, hang on, I've got to actually spin the wheel.
That's a bit of a weak spin.
All right, you want more?
No, he doesn't. Nah, leave it right there, lads.
Am I not? I don't know.
Compliment rivals, okay? Okay.
All right.
There you go, son. Hey,
Oh, okay,
fantastic.
so-
Compliment rivals. Oh,
Go on,
man.
mate. I'm waiting, mate, lads.
I'm quite a fair fan.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, to be fair,
he
I mean,
is, yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's fair.
He has been quite measured. He has been quite measured.
Liverpool.
Go on, look at me, lad, innit, though.
You can stand next to that camera. Give me that look. Liverpool, good side. Been really, really good now for 5 or 6 years. Strong team, recruit well. You've got to respect them. You've got to appreciate how good they are. And as they continue to adapt, you know, I'm sure they'll get stronger as the season goes on, and they'll push up the table and they'll be absolutely sensational.
Just to poke the fire a little bit, lad, yeah?
Oh, this is
Who's your favourite Liverpool player, lad? Hey. Go on, lad.
I like the tenaciousness of Harvey Elliot. I like his aggression. Young lad, got a good future. Good future. Is that 30 seconds? Because I've had enough of that.
Yeah, good humility there, lad.
He's still got a few seconds left.
Allison's fantastic. He's beautiful, beautiful
He is
man.
good looking man, lad. That's
Beautiful,
that's
beautiful
a good
man.
assessment right there, lad.
Beautiful,
I agree.
beautiful man.
I reckon that was...
That was commendable, commendable, lad, yeah.
Right, Doyle, he's the away fan today.
Do you know what the issue is? Is if he gets compliment rival team, I don't know how he does that, to be fair.
Doing his Conor McGregor
Where's his
walk.
mic gone? His mic's gone as well.
Yeah, your mic's...
Your mic's gone.
Oh, my mic's fell out.
Oh,
He's too busy doing
Sorry,
his Conor McGregor.
Sorry, lad, doing a little Conor McGregor one, weren't I?
He scuffed it across the floor and everything.
Right, here we go, lads. Yeah? You ready? Yeah?
Come on.
Little,
Give it a twirl.
no look spin. Trivia? All right.
Oh, trivia.
All right. Can I make a sub?
Can I make
It'd be better. All right, give 3 questions then. Brain. Lock
Gotta
in.
wait for some trivia questions.
Lock in.
Right, they're telling me that I've got, even though I said I wasn't going to do this, looks like I've been called up to do it.
All right.
Oh, wow.
In the spirit of things, I guess I should.
Oh, it's going to be anger in your eyes if you get forfeit.
Right.
Compliment host. You got to compliment yourself.
Hey, I'll be good at that.
Can we get him a mirror? Can someone get him a mirror?
Here we go. Leon, do you want me to move out? Which cameras
Do you only get 30 seconds? Because I could like go on for about 10 minutes.
Fair play, lad.
Oh, dear.
Right, okay, so, compliment. One, first thing I've got to say, on a serious note, I do enjoy this. Shout out to Jason for giving me the opportunity, and Robbie, obviously. But yeah, if I've got to compliment myself, I say, listen, I enjoy doing it. It's a pleasure doing it. I get to connect with guys like yourself, good guys, know your football. It gives me something to do on a Saturday morning. I'll probably be in the gym other than this. So, yeah, man, it's a great thing. Shout out all the football fan channels out there, all you guys, social media guys who make all this possible. And yeah, it's less about me and more about you guys.
Oh, you're very well loved here, lad. You're very well loved, lad. We
that's
all love
tried
you,
to-
Laurie, lad.
I'm trying to keep
We
it
all, you
humble.
kept it humble, lad, but we
trying
love
to
you, lad.
say-
He's a
I'm trying
good
to-
man, Laurie. He's a very good man, lad. Just like his brother, they're both wonderful
I
people.
echo that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Except for the football team, though.
questions.
Football team's questionable, though, lad. One of them, isn't it?
We've all got faults.
Waiting on the questions for Doyle's trivia.
It's all right. My brain is locked and loaded with all the trivia everywhere, lad. I'm going to get every question right, okay? Yeah?
No, but you know what? To go back to the game, I enjoyed that first half.
It was boss. Do you know what? It was the first derby for a while that has been a proper derby.
Yeah.
Like, they can win this game, we can win this game. We both want each other's blood. We're both tackling. The referee, I'll give him a little bit of credit. He's trying to let the game flow. He's trying to let it go. But some of the fouls were yellow cards, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is.
Yeah, without being, I don't want to be too critical of the referee because it is a difficult job.
Been good saves, good shots, hit the post a few times, good little bits of play, 2 different styles of football, good defending. It's been good, lads, yeah?
Do you know what?
The only thing we need really is a goal, but
Yeah.
I would argue that even though the first half didn't have a goal, it didn't stop it from being an entertaining first half.
Just sometimes you get that, don't you?
Yeah,
You
you
get
do.
them 0-0 draws, which are entertaining.
We sat here last season, and at this point, Everton were 3-0 down.
Yeah, I mean,
and there was fans.
You had
leaving.
nothing, lad.
And this is where it gives me as an Everton fan a little bit of hope that actually we might not be in this relegation battle as long as last season. Look, we're still going to struggle. I'm not saying we're going to be like winning the league, but I'm thinking we look better.
But the fact is, it was unheard of, really, for Everton to be in that battle so late in the season.
was
It happened a
horrendous.
few, like 10 years ago or something, but really, it doesn't really happen. So you stay mid-table all the time, don't you? So you've always been consistent at it. So
94 and 98, staying up against Wimbledon. I weren't old enough to remember, but horrendous apparently.
yeah, it's been a
Right,
good game.
trivia time. Got some questions here from my man Doyle. Let's see how he gets on with them. I reckon he's going to do well with this, but we'll see. Who scored more Merseyside Derby goals, Tim Cahill or Divock Origi?
Tim Cahill.
What do you say? I'll give you the opportunity.
I think Sarega.
Actually, Mike's right, it's Origi. I'm surprised you can't. Right. Second one. Who is the all-time Merseyside Derby top scorer? I think that you might.
The Merseyside Ian Rush? Is that what you said? No, wait.
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
that
no,
what you said?
you're right.
Yeah.
Ian Rush. He's
Ian
about
Rush.
to change his
I was like,
mind.
Ian Rush, lads.
Yeah, Ian Rush. Yeah, I think that's quite an easy question.
Rushy.
That one, to be honest. I think they've been nice to you with that one. Okay, this one. Who is the only player to play in Merseyside Derby matches for both teams in the same season? That's a difficult one, though.
I know the answer to this.
I don't. He's trying to tell me. Don't know. Don't know.
It's not an easy one. Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mike?
I think it's Nick Barmby.
Not a bad shout, but it's wrong.
Oh.
It's how about Xavier?
Oh, lad, he had like the blonde hair and that. Yeah. Fuck!
Yeah.
Oh.
1 out of 3. But, you know what? There was a pretty difficult question.
Yeah, put it this way, Laurie, right? If I have 3 shots, right, and I score one of them and we win 1-0, that's
a
all
good
right,
way
that
of
ain't it, lads, you know
looking
what
at
I
it,
mean?
yeah,
So I scored me one goal, lad, for the game. Know
Because
what I mean?
who scored the most Derby goals in Merseyside Derby goals? Cahill or Origi? That I would have to think deeply about that one. That's not one that would come to.
I thought it was genuine Tim Cahill because he played for the club for longer, so he had more chances to score, and he did score a lot of headers.
Origi loved a goal.
He did, lads.
Everton.
He fucking did as well.
And most of those he would have scored coming off the bench as well.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Like that one where he won the game in the 90th minute. That was gorgeous, that way, innit, lads? Eh?
Hits the bar, bounces off and lands on his head. Brilliant.
Hits the bar, bounces off Pickford, who tries to scrabble everywhere, lad, and then just goes, lovely that, lad. And then we won the league. Great. They're the memories that you want, innit? Cherish. Love them.
It was closer. Cahill got 5, Origi got 6.
Yeah.
Ah!
Cahill was a bit of a Goodison legend, wasn't
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Massive
he
legend.
was. Yeah, he was. And if you think about it, I think this fixture has now been played something like 243 times.
It's the most played fixture in the league, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
I think it's the most. It was Everton and Aston Villa, but I think when they got relegated, that. So I think it is this one.
It's the most played derby in the league.
Yeah,
I think it's that.
and you think about it, both clubs. I think you guys have won something like 93. Everton have won 67. Loads of draws. I think it's a good English game of football, if you get what I mean. It's traditional.
Yeah. It's feisty.
It's traditional.
It's feisty, lad. That's what you want.
With that little bit of hatred on the pitch, brotherhood off the pitch. It's a little bit. The one thing I don't condole today, and you made a comment about it when we first got in, is obviously the defacing of Everton have had some Liverpool stickers put on memorials, and Everton have gone over to Liverpool's the honorary paintings on the walls and things and deface them, and that's just wrong as well.
It
Don't
really
agree
is
with
wrong.
that. Fans like that.
Not okay, lad.
Wrong.
Not okay.
I was going to ask actually, as derbies go, like with the fans, how intense is it? Is there genuine hatred?
My big brother supports Everton, lad. When we watch that game together, I want him to lose, lad. He's my
I know,
big
but
brother.
does it spill over?
No, there's no.
On
Right,
Derby Day, is there?
there's no aggression.
There is.
There is, but it's not the same as Man United. It's not the same as the North London derby. They don't want to stab each other and kill each other. Okay, that's not what they want to do.
Because for example, Arsenal Spurs Arsenal, that's very intense. Does kick off a lot, as does Tottenham Chelsea as well.
I tell you one that
Tottenham Chelsea is mad. That one.
Obviously, being from Birmingham, I've seen Villa and Birmingham go at it in Birmingham City Centre. Like that is a madness.
I can only say from my experience of it, it's been called the friendly derby for a reason. That name hasn't just come out of nowhere. It definitely is a lot friendlier than these other derbies, I would say. I
Even
really
though
think that.
it's the most red-carded derby, isn't it?
Yeah, on the pitch it's different.
Is
On the
that
pitch
because
it's
with Scousers they tend to have this kind of, how can I put it, this sort of me against the world type?
Yeah, I guess we've got a strong sense of identity and we all relate to it, and it's a brotherhood. Like my best friend Jack is an Everton supporter. I love him to bits. Like I'll be my best mate forever. But when it comes to this derby day, we obviously want each other to lose. But at the end of it, we might have a little bit of banter, but it's not hatred. There's no. I don't hate like Everton supporters. They might hate us, but I don't feel like it's the other way around.
Because there's some derbies where the hatred is real. Obviously, the Old Firm derby.
Like Manchester United and Arsenal, you hate each other.
Yeah.
You proper hate each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Leeds
obviously,
and Man United.
Liverpool, Man United. There's genuine hatred there.
Leeds and Man United is unbelievable.
Villa, Birmingham, that's quite tasty.
Rangers, Celtic.
Tottenham, Chelsea.
Rangers, Celtic.
Palace, Brighton.
Palace, Brighton, that's a derby.
It's
So
weird.
manufactured derby.
Yeah.
Weird, but they hate it.
Black derby, that
I'll tell
lad.
you one that kind of goes under the radar, but I used to live there, and trust me, Luton, Watford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, bro, that's proper.
Luton's
Yeah. Because
definitely.
Luton's just down the road from London, as is Watford.
Yeah.
And there's some real, like, proper...
Newcastle
hatred.
seem to have a lot of these sort of games as well, with a lot of. I mean, I don't mean
Middlesbrough and Sunderland, innit? There's a north east, lad.
There's
It's
a
about
lot
having
of
dominance in your area,
There's
lad.
a lot of aggression, isn't there, with the Newcastle
I've heard Norwich
game.
Ipswich quite tasty as
Norwich
well.
Ipswich.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay.
that's quite tasty.
Okay.
The thing is, just because this is no disrespect to any of them teams, but just because maybe they're not in the Premier League and they're not on the TV all the time, doesn't mean that rivalry isn't absolutely horrendous.
Mate, if you go to South America, some of them rivalries that's when you'll see real derbies, and you'll be in the ground oh, this is scary, this, you know. Like, that's real derbies, mate.
Crazy,
or go to somewhere like Turkey as well, like Besiktas and Galatasaray or Fenerbahce. They're games, like, they're derbies, them. They're supporting other countries.
Coming on, guys.
Yeah.
At the start of...
Must be for Carvalho,
Do you know what scares me? Straight up, I have predicted this game. I have. I've said that Firmino was going to come on at half-time. I've said that Everton would probably dominate the midfield, and I said we'd cause chances by going the balls over the top.
I must admit, my pre-match prediction is looking a bit forlorn. Because I predicted 3-1.
He has took
I don't
Carvalho
think
off.
we're going to see 4 goals in one half in this.
Neither do I. I mean, I hope so, touch wood. And if I do, it's for Liverpool, touch wood. But yeah, this is mad, this.
Who's he put in the centre of the park?
He's put Bobby in the centre of the park, mate. That's where he's going to play him.
So I made a comment, a joke, actually. I made a joke about Bobby Firmino being the best the best striking midfielder in the league.
He's a false nine, lad.
Yeah.
That's what a false nine is.
So is he fine in that centre midfield role?
Yes.
Is he?
But you can put Carvalho there, you can put Bobby Firmino there. Both technically gifted, but Bobby's a bit stronger, a bit more physical, got a bit more desire to chase the ball down. I think Bobby's got a great tackle on him, I really do.
Actually, somebody just, we were talking about intense derbies, obviously Millwall, West Ham, that's probably...
Oh, yeah.
Someone said they're Partizan Belgrade versus Red Star.
Yeah?
That's proper tasty, yeah.
The ground's shaking that when they're in there.
Yeah.
Wobbly grounds. Flares everywhere, all that.
Right, we're back underway, guys.
Put him under a bit of pressure there for no reason.
I'd actually like to know what derbies people would love to go to. For me, I really want to go to one of them Turkish derbies.
Oh, come on, just play the ball back.
Marseille-Lyon's supposed to be good.
Oh, yes, that's another one, lads.
Oh,
I like Marseille, you know, I've got a little soft spot for Marseille, I don't know why. There's just something I like the rebellion in France, does that make sense?
Steaua Bucharest and the other one as well.
Boca versus River Plate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the one where you see the stands go.
That's the Libertadores, isn't it?
Some of the Brazilian derbies as well, like is it Fluminense versus... I forget the teams involved now, but that's been quite
Sao Paulo
tasty,
and Fluminense.
Feyenoord Ajax, I've heard that's quite tasty as well.
Feyenoord Ajax, yeah. It's what you live for. This is what football's all about, them proper derbies.
The Milan derby.
Go on, play him!
Also Roma and Lazio. Roma and Lazio.
He can't play.
Yeah.
That's a big one, I know that. I've got lots of Italian mates and that's a big derby.
Tighter!
Oh,
Oh my
promising.
Lord, tighter!
Oh!
Is that gone? We're playing on? What's going on?
Darwin, I am trying my best with you, mate. I keep saying it.
It's a little bit behind him now, isn't it? Now?
You're nice. You're a nice man, Laurie. He's a nice fella, isn't he?
How much was he? Because I can't remember.
He cost us a fiver, lad.
I don't
Yeah, we got a pack of Pombears, a Twix and a fiver for him, lad, yeah. That's what we paid, lad.
Madrid versus Barca.
Oh yeah, why did we not say that? The El Clasico?
Wisla versus Cracovia.
I don't know that one, I can't lie.
I don't know that.
Was it, how much was it? 85?
Saint
Was it
Etienne
85?
versus Marseille.
Okay then, so in this country then, I've got a question for us all and the comments, right? What's the biggest derby in England? The one that everybody wants to watch? Because I would argue right now as well, Liverpool v Manchester City, it's a derby now. It's a modern day derby.
It's not really a derby though, is it?
In my opinion it is. It's two teams of absolute
It's
quality.
a rivalry,
yeah,
not
it's
a derby.
okay, it's a rivalry, yeah. Fair play.
Yeah. I think
But best derby,
derbies, for me, I know I'm biased as an Arsenal fan, but there is no bigger derby in this country, certainly.
I love Liverpool Man United, lads.
Arsenal
That's what I like.
Spurs.
Liverpool Man United is a big one for me as well.
Which one?
Liverpool Man United. That's my one.
No,
What?
I mean, as a rivalry, it doesn't get much bigger than that. I do agree with you there. But as an actual derby,
I'd say Liverpool and Manchester are a derby, and the reason why I'd say it is because they're literally stones throw.
Yeah, they're very close. They're very close, obviously.
If I fart, mate, in Liverpool or Manchester, I can smell it. You know what I mean?
Two of my favourite cities, actually.
What an analogy that is. There's the ball. I wouldn't have done that to him. I mean, you were asking him to win a header against Van Dijk.
Bobby in the middle.
Follow him. Follow him.
Go on, Mo, do something mad.
Liverpool looking threatening.
It's it. Tight.
Oh, good block. Good defending there. Who was that? Was that
I think
Tarkowski?
it was Davis. Was it Patterson?
No, who done the block there?
Patterson.
Oh. Liverpool come out with intent. Oh, must be.
Oh, what was you doing then, Simicast, lad?
Where's that gone? Was that cool? Was that
No, I went out for a goal kick, but still.
I'll tell you what, Mike. Liverpool come out and put you on the back foot straight away.
They did it at the start of the game.
Yeah, but it's whether or not you can keep us out. Oh, you fuckers.
Is that
I think
the Latin Andy Carroll? No, that was Firmino.
It's a great cross in the end.
Klopp looks exasperated.
I'm sorry.
Nottingham Forest versus Derby.
Oh, it was
Back in the day, that was
Big
very.
one.
Yeah.
That was
Haven't
very
Blackburn got
intense.
a
To be
derby
fair,
as well?
I
Who's
think
Blackburn
that
got a
still
derby
is.
with?
Heartsy Burnian, Edinburgh Derby.
Oh, yeah.
Cardiff Swansea, now that's a bit tasty, that.
Yeah, the Welsh one.
Yeah, that's South Wales Derby then.
Oh, Tom, stop taking a touch
That's
there.
not a foul. You just got smoked. Oh! Hey! He's going in with 2 feet, lad. That's heavy, that. That's a dangerous tackle, what Tom Davis has just done.
Damari Gray
Pass.
looking threatening there. Iwobi.
Why are you not shooting? What's that?
Crap is what that is, lad.
I agree with you, Mike. To me, Iwobi should have took some responsibility there and had a shot.
He shot it into him knee high.
Yeah,
when he's,
exactly, yeah.
If you're going to
Because
put
he
it
had
on the
space there. Look, he got space.
you should be putting that on the deck to him to either turn or just shooting. That's
Plus, it was a crap ball.
Really was
Yeah,
crap.
yeah.
Well, what's he supposed to do with that, lad? He done the best he could,
Yeah, he
really,
done
there.
a bit.
Yeah.
Listen, Iwobi, he's had a good game, but for me, you've got to take a bit of responsibility there, lad. The
That-
space opened up for you.
I
Have a
agree,
shot.
I agree.
Weirdly-
Also, Mopai can peel off and get a
Absolutely.
rebound for that. That's the whole
I'll
point.
tell you what, this is really open.
It is
Start of this
brilliant.
second
It's a
half.
brilliant game of football.
Salah up against.
Mikalenko.
No! Don't you dare! All fucking day your players are doing this, lads.
Salah's been a bit out of it in this game, don't you think?
He's been out of it for the last 3 games, mate. He's been quite he's one of them, innit, lads? You just got to give him time and give him his patience, which he deserves, because he's been world class for 5 seasons. So it's one of them.
PSV versus Ajax. It's not strictly speaking a derby, but you know,
It's like
a rivalry.
Yeah. It's like Arsenal v Man United.
Yeah. Birmingham Villa. We said that was a bit tasty. West Ham Millwall keeps coming.
Go home. Go home. Oh my.
Thing about West Ham Millwall is a derby that you very rarely see these days. It's only going to happen.
I was
in a
about to
cup
say that.
competition,
Yeah, it's really, you want to hear about the derbies that go on nowadays, don't you?
I think the police probably glad it stays that way as well. Isn't it?
Football's changed a lot with all the hooliganism and all the stuff that happened with the fans fighting each other and stuff, hasn't it? In the 80s, it was rife, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was mad.
Yeah. Newcastle Sunderland.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I
Again.
hate one of them. Oh, Portsmouth and Southampton.
Yeah,
Portsmouth,
that's
Southampton.
tasty. There's history in that as well.
Proper
isn't there?
history. It's about the
Political,
army,
yeah,
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Trabzonspor, I hope I haven't butchered that, versus Fenerbahce.
Trabzon.
Michael know a little bit about this one. West Brom versus Wolves. That's quite tasty.
Yeah. What's he doing there?
The way he was straight when he fell.
The Black Country Derby, don't you?
Yeah. To be fair though, the problem is because
Yeah, stop it, lads.
over the last few years they don't play lots
Handball?
against
No.
each other again. It's not.
Can we score, please? I just want a goal.
I like a goal as well.
Is it true it's called the Yam Yam Derby?
I don't know.
I thought
I
it
don't
was the
think
Black
so.
The
Country.
Yam Yam, man.
Derby, I
I
think.
don't know what that means. Crystal Palace versus Brighton.
Did Virgil just welcome them to defend him? Did you see
Yeah.
that? Come on, lad. Try it. Try against me, lad. Go on.
He likes a goal against Everton, doesn't he?
He does, indeed.
A super chat here.
Oh, not one of these! Not one of these! Catch it!
I don't know what Trent was doing there like, at all.
What?
Yeah, got a super chat here from Generic Villa fan. He says the biggest derby is Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce.
I told you that's the one I want to go to, mate.
You did say
I
that,
said
didn't
that.
you?
It's the one I actually want to go to, because when you look at it on like YouTube and that, it looks
Yeah.
incredibly intense, but it's something you want to be part of as well at the same time.
There's a Polish derby as well. Which one is that?
Warsaw.
I don't know the teams involved, but I've seen stuff on the.
Was it the team?
Krakow against.
Was it the team? Is it Krakow? I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah. Where they all meet up in the park before the game.
That's
shirts
madness,
off.
that lad. That's madness to me, that.
Don't. That's it. That's fine.
No, but you know what?
Oh! That came out of nowhere, that, didn't it?
But
That
I
was
think with
better.
those ones, it's like they meet up in the park, even numbers, right? I've seen it on YouTube.
So have I.
Shirts
Oh, well,
off,
no, that was really stupid.
shirts off, no weapons. Somebody blows a whistle,
And they just run at
they
each
time
other?
it, and they give you, I think it's like 5 minutes. and they go hell for leather, and then they blow a whistle again at the end of it,
mad,
shake hands and go to the game.
That's madness, lad. This
Now,
better.
listen, if you're going to engage in that type of thing, to me that sounds fair, right?
It's sport. It sounds like a sport,
Yeah,
mate.
it does.
It's like you've got rules
Even
and regulations.
numbers,
Yeah.
no weapons, timed.
That's-
Go for it.
Oh,
Shake
come
hands.
on, you've been played
These
through
fellas are-
I
midfield
tell you
now,
what,
Blues.
it's all Liverpool.
Oh, I like the Darwin's
I
movement.
tell
Then
you
was
what,
fantastic.
Firmino in that midfield.
Told you, lad, he'll do a job, you know. I told you.
Connor Cody, good
Look
defensive
at him,
header.
he's just linking everything.
Come on, the Reds, get a goal. Come on. We need to win to this. We need to win today.
That cross was a bit poor though. That
I think he was looking for the peel off from Darwin.
Connor Cody looks pleased with himself. But I'll tell you what, the start of this second half, got to say, Mike, it's all Liverpool. I don't think you can argue
Last
with
10
that.
minutes have been us, like.
Don't think you can argue
Come
with
on.
that. Trent,
Come on.
What's that? Where's that gone?
back post.
Oh,
Counter-attacking opportunity, he squandered it. Liverpool applying the pressure, mate.
Come on, lads. Come on. Capitalise on this dominance. Don't just have the ball for all the game and do nothing with it.
my biggest concern isn't necessarily the fact that they're having all the ball. It's the fact that they're playing through our midfield. Because that was the one area that I actually said, no,
Well,
I'm not
Klopp's
worried
not
about.
stupid, lad. He's not soft. He wouldn't have put Bobby there unless he knew he could do a job there, lad, and it's right.
Don't forget, people out there watching, to vote for DR Sports at the Football Content Awards, Best New Content Creator and Best in Social Media. So please do that if you can. The link is in the chat. So please do that. Super chat, good one actually, from Generic Villa fan. He says, who's a better prospect, Gordon or Elliot? I think I know where you're going to go, but be honest.
Yeah. They're two completely different players. When you're talking about hitting the heights of their game, one plays
Who's got the best ceiling?
I'd say Elliot right now, because he's playing in a better team, which will allow him to elevate his level, whereas Gordon's going to stop at a certain point and have to move to another team to elevate his level. And that's what I'd say right now. So Elliot on that basis.
Whoa!
Oh! It's all right, lads. It's all right. Nearly went on for a throw, but it's all right.
A rarity in football, Alex Iwobi actually having a shot on goal. Wasn't that bad?
I mean,
It weren't bad. It wasn't a bad effort. It's good. It was a good thought.
It was a good thought, yeah,
Mike,
good
same
idea.
question to you, bro. The best prospect, who's got the best ceiling, Gordon or Elliot? I think I know where you're going on this.
No, I'm quite rational, and I think I actually completely understand the point that Doyle's just made about playing in that team. I think as of right now, I would say Gordon just.
Gordon.
However, I think as his career goes on, if Everton don't progress and get better with better players, then I absolutely agree that maybe in a season or two, I would say that Harvey Elliott probably has more chance of being the, you know.
It's a very good question, actually. Very good
It's a
question.
great question.
I must admit, as a neutral, I would lean slightly towards Elliot, but I do hear what you say.
Yeah.
I think Elliot's got a little bit more of technical ability than Gordon. I think Gordon's got physicality over him, where he's fast and he's quick and he's a winger.
They're
Again,
two very different
players.
players. It's
Exactly,
really
lad.
difficult
You
to
couldn't play
judge.
Gordon. What I would say, you couldn't play Gordon in the centre.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Whereas you could play Harvey Elliott on the wing. You could play in both positions. That's what I would say. So I think technically Elliott is a better footballer.
I think what we're seeing there, Mike, I think that is what they call pressure burst pipes.
Yep.
Liverpool been all over them.
Yep.
You're starting to see Everton make the odd
It's what
mistake.
Gordon was doing to us at the start of the game, lad, chasing us down, making us give you the ball back by just doing off kicks and stuff, lad.
Corner to Liverpool.
Come on! Fucking do something, lads.
It's all Liverpool so far in this second half, but can they get anything from it? Decent corner.
No, shite.
He was stripping off Robbo and Milner as well, which means he's going to stick another one in the middle of the park.
I don't know if I've lost my faith in Milner, right?
Liverpool making the subs.
Yeah.
Robbo's on.
Who's he taking off?
I'm
Tsimikas.
surprised at
Yeah,
that.
Tsimikas.
so Tsimikas will come off, but
Are you not surprised?
I think fitness-wise, that's why he's took him off, because Tsimikas hasn't played a full
Because
game
you're
in a while.
arguably enjoying your best period of the match.
I know, it is a bit mad
and
the way
you're
he's doing
making two
this.
subs.
It is a bit mad, I agree.
he's got that
With-
experience.
on the
that
incentive.
they've-
Trent, surely not.
Oh my God. Do
Trent don't look happy, bro.
you know what he's doing there? Klopp's trying to do some management right there, that's what he's trying to do. So what?
do you mean?
Who's come off? What's going on?
That's what I said. Trent looks a bit pissed off.
Why have you put 2 left footers on fullback?
Strange.
Is Milner right back? Where's Robbo? Where's Tsimikas? What's going on, Klopp, lads? Let me understand this.
I'm surprised that Trent can't.
This is
I
mad.
thought he was having a decent game.
Our players, look, I don't understand what this is right now.
No, but you know what's weird about that? You're arguably enjoying your best period of the game, and the manager's made 2 substitutions.
Yeah, he's not exactly turned the screw, has he?
He's just changed the
Play
fullback.
him! Oh,
He's literally
come
just
on,
changed the
we should be
fullbacks. I
following
don't
that.
get this.
And I could definitely see Trent. He did not look happy.
No,
when
he didn't.
came off.
He's been playing well.
Yes, that's what I think.
Why would you take him off?
Right, so we've got a super chat here from
Oh,
Sadiq.
here he comes. It's great.
Super chat here from Sadiq while we're waiting for the substitution. He says, since the 15th of February 2009, there haven't been any away supporters during the Feyenoord versus Ajax derby. The hatred is real. I live in the Netherlands. Yeah, we did actually shout that one out. We did say that.
Yeah, that's mad, that though.
That's quite feisty.
That's incredible, like. You're not allowed away support because it's that feisty.
Yeah.
That's madness.
I'm still a little bit perplexed as to those substitutions.
Oh, well read by Milner.
Doyle,
that.
what are you saying, bro?
It's
Like,
blowing me
Out he
mind.
comes
I
now,
feel
Tom.
like I don't know what he's going for right now. We were on top of the game,
You
so
were.
we don't know why we need. And now look,
You're
it's
enjoying your
changed.
best
Play him
game.
there.
And now the
there,
dynamics
oh,
changed.
Gordon, man, come on.
Oh, this is dangerous.
And Gordon's going to smoke a 36-year-old Milner, mate. He's going to smoke him, lad. I don't understand this thought process.
Somebody has said Watford, Luton. I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Having lived in Luton for a while, I know how tasty that derby is.
Come on. Get a goal. Just get a goal.
He's real, you know. This is how we concede. This is exactly how we concede this. Be in this ascendancy and then just let it go in.
This is more of a question.
Oh,
for,
that's an awful corner, that is.
it's a super chat, but it's also a question for Mike, although I will ask you as well. Biggest waste of talent, Ali or Barkley? That's Dele Ali.
I think it's got to be Ali because of the heights that he reached. But Ross Barkley in an Everton shirt when he was 16 years old looked like he was going to be a world beater. He looked absolutely sensational.
Yeah, it's got to be Dele Alli. The promise
Yeah,
that
I
he
would
showed.
say
He was supposed to be the new
Dele
Matt Letizia. He was supposed to be this elegant ascendancy in English football, and he's just the
Not
poor
only
lad.
that, his
The poor
career
lad.
at Everton only lasted a few months.
Yeah. I feel bad for him, lads. I really do.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a perfect case of the pressure getting to somebody and him becoming complacent
But
with
you
it.
know what? I'll tell you now. And
Just a guy's gone.
it's really weird for me to say this, but actually, the one game last season we needed Dele Alli was when we were 2-0 down at half-time to Crystal Palace and we needed to stay in the league. The fans, we were shocked, mate. We were convinced we were going down. And his attitude, his calmness, his demeanour actually allowed everyone to just chill out a touch. And I genuinely believe Dele Alli kept us in the Premier League.
Wow.
In that one performance, because he was awful in the
I
others.
do remember that game, actually, yeah.
He completely changed that game for us.
He's got the talent. I think the knock on him is that he's not as hungry.
Oh, yes!
What's that? What's that, Iwobi?
Yeah, it was.
He wasn't doing that at Arsenal. What's going on?
Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that.
That's a
Right
great ball as well.
There's the pass! Oh, he's gone for it. Oh, we took a corner.
Mopé took it off. No, it wasn't Mopé. It was
Patterson. Honestly, very, very good fullback.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
He's only 21.
Why
was
did
a
we
great
change
ball
our
as well.
fullbacks? What did we change our fullbacks for? This
You
has
know
changed the
what?
game completely.
If you guys lose this game today, I reckon Klopp's going to get
Kick
under
himself,
the
mate?
scrutiny. No, I reckon more than that. I reckon there's going to be questions asked.
No, you can't ask questions of Klopp, mate.
Needs to be a good corner.
He's been too good for too long, lads. It's one of them.
Be a good corner.
I do like your loyalty there, though. That's a
Better-
good delivery.
Oh, go on, Gordon, win it. Oh, come on, man.
There's an opportunity for Liverpool here on the break.
You got to find Mo. Mo, where you going?
No, that's a good ball.
That's a sensational ball.
Go on.
And
Nunez.
again.
Hit that.
Oh, well done, Iwobi.
It's it.
Tight up.
Oh!
Fuck. Look at them teeth, by the way. Jeez, see them?
Yeah.
He just needs to smile and blind the keeper and then we'll be all right. That's corner, that.
That's a great save.
It is, again.
Because you know what's so good about that save? It's not just the save, the fact that he palmed it away.
Outside of the
Many
post.
keepers would have palmed it into the path of an oncoming
It's
striker.
like, you see it with, they do this like movement with the
That
hand.
takes
where they
great
push
skill,
it.
you know.
It does, it really does. Also, very
Shout
strong
out
wrists.
to... Oh! Good save again by Pickford.
Thought that was it
Tell
then.
you what.
Thought that was it, lad. Thought that was it.
He's been really good since he
Boss,
came off
hasn't he,
from
lads?
Mourinho.
That was a good connection, straight... Listen, it came straight at him, but it came at pace.
Fuck's sake.
This is shaping up to be a real good game.
Come on, Reds. Come on, lads.
Good delivery again at the back stick. Oh!
Oh, not one of them.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Just go in the goal!
Jordan Pickford has just made 3 back-to-back saves that have kept Everton in it. Mike, what are you saying?
I'm saying England's number one. England's number one. England number one.
Look at this, lad. This is a true
Look
ball.
at that save.
Fuck off.
Jordan Pickford take a bow. Look at that. And he was partially sighted there by Tarkowski.
Oh man, I hate this game. I hate this game so much.
I'll tell you what, mate. It's
kept
all
you in
Liverpool. It's Liverpool versus Pickford
Go!
at the moment.
Chill, run faster.
Got to win!
Run!
Oh, this is
Run!
Oh
my
this
God.
is end to end.
Go!
They got
Go!
the ball. Must be. Oh!
Good fucking save, lad! Should have scored that. That was
should have
5
scored.
against 2, that, lad.
How did Neil Maupay miss that?
Get in!
We spoke about Maupay before we came. We said he's got great energy,
That
great
touch was
passion,
pants,
but he's
pulled
not
it.
clinical, and I think we've seen that there. He's got to do better there,
Yeah,
surely.
what a save by
He
Elliot.
hit it straight to the keeper.
He made himself big and he
Look
saved
at
it,
the
lad.
line there. Look at him.
Get in! Look at him in the background
what a
there,
game.
lad. What's going on, lads?
I must admit. Oh, he missed.
This game is driving me
This
mad.
is a crazy game.
Nah, it never went out. It didn't go out.
This is one of the best 0-0 games I've seen for a while. But Jordan Pickford take a bow. 3 back-to-back saves that kept Everton in this game. There's no doubt about it.
That Jordan.
And it's just end-to-end stuff. This is amazing.
Why have you done that, Robbo? I don't get it, lads.
But I've
I've
got to go
trust
back to
yourself.
you,
Am I
Doyle.
missing-
Why did Klopp make those changes? You were
am I
playing
missing-
well.
I don't know why, to be honest with you, mate. I genuinely, I can't tell you why. I don't know what I was
Of
thinking
course,
on this. I don't actually understand what it was doing. We were in the ascendancy, we were winning the game, like, we were the better team, and it gave them a little chance into the game now. Anthony Gordon with Milner is the worst player.
Although, to be fair, Pickford's made 3 back-to-back saves there.
He has. Oh, this is
I'll
horrible.
tell
this.
you what, it's a good game of football.
He's kept you in it. Pickford has, lad. Fuck.
Oh, Gordon, come on, son.
For those of you in the comments saying, yes, it is Robbie's brother. Yes, I am considerably smaller than him. You're not going to trigger me to make comments about my brother. That's my brother. I am my brother's keeper, so don't start. Anyway, back to the football. Listen, man, this is a really intriguing game.
Boss game, mate. But horrible at the same time. I'm like this.
Yeah.
Joe, come on.
Great tackle there.
Robbo looked unsure. He seems unsure of himself, mate. He just, I'm all that type of decision making.
Great
What are you
tackle
doing?
by Onana. Look at that.
Great
That is-
tackle.
It's dangerous when he's on the yellow
No, but he
card
knew what
for-
he was doing, lad. He
No, but that's
definitely knew,
textbook tackle.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. That's not your ball, though, brother. Definitely not your ball, like.
I must admit, I've been impressed with him. Good player.
Score this fucking corner, lads. Come on.
Come on.
Robertson again with that left foot.
Out.
Whips it in. Good delivery.
Out.
Everton
Go.
can't they clear it now. Oh, this is promising on the counter
Play
again.
him. Play him now.
He's
Now.
No, that's good. Maupay. And again. Gordon.
Good defending.
Good defending.
Good
there.
defending. This is horrible. This is just end to end.
That ball from Gordon was really slow. If he plays it in front of him a bit, he's got a bit of room
that's
to
true,
run
yeah.
onto.
He's trying to draw players in.
I tell you what, Everton absolutely need a goal.
Both need the goal, lads.
Yeah, so you.
No, but I think there's more chance of you scoring. That's my point. That's my worry.
Fuck me, this is horrible. Yes. Fucking hell.
Going back in. Terrible ball that is.
It's not bad.
Oh, no, it's all right.
It's found the man.
Steady
What
on.
the fuck's he doing?
Oh, that's good.
Oh! Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Connor!
Oh!
That's going to mean a lot.
Oh!
Wow. I did say Everton would score first. I got that right.
Oh my life!
Now, that is a good goal.
I wait for VAR on these things, that's the problem. But that feel...
Can you imagine how Connor Cody feels?
I'll
He's
tell
been
you,
bigging
what,
up this
hang
game
on,
all
hang on,
week.
can I just clarify? He's celebrated really hard and I love that. I really respect that. But he is definitely a die-hard Reddenner.
Doesn't matter now.
No, it doesn't matter. I love the fact he's been ultra-professional.
Great ball
Please
there.
don't be offside. Please don't...
Look at that
no,
ball.
no, he's off.
Yes! Fuck it off! If that's not giving offside, bullshit. That's offside.
I
Offside!
don't know.
It's offside, Lord,
I don't know.
I don't know.
If that's not giving us off,
I don't know.
He's off.
Yeah, he's off. Yeah, he's off.
if this isn't giving us fucking off, bullshit. Dave, give this. Are they giving this fucking goal?
It flicked Milner, but...
He's off! Look,
No.
I can tell you now he's off!
No, but did it come off the defender?
Look, irrespective of how close this is, if there's an
This is
opportunity
bullshit.
to not give it to Everton,
Lad, that's
it will
offside.
not be a goal.
It's offside. I don't care. That's offside.
While we're waiting for the goal to be given or not given, there's a super chat here that I need to read out. Derek says Liverpool go nowhere this season, and that's thanks to FSG, who make Kroenke look reasonable. It's a close one, you know. Connor Cody thinks he scored.
This isn't giving offside. There's bullshit.
Doyle, it looks like there could have been a touch off the defender there, bro. I think that's why the hold-up.
There you go. Offside.
Honestly.
Doyle is the most relieved man probably in the south of England right now.
You ain't lying, lads. You ain't lying. Fuck me. Fuck off, Connor. You fucking wool.
But I'll tell you what, the warning signs are there.
Come on! Wake up now. Score the fucking goal.
That is, I feel so sorry for the guy there. I mean, he scored in the Merseyside Derby,
Don't
only
care.
to be
Made up. Good lads.
a couple of centimetres there, if that.
We've been on top of this game. We haven't deserved to go goal down here.
Doyle, tell the truth, if that was the other way round, you would have wanted that goal.
Absolutely, I
You're
would
kidding me.
have. Yeah, of course I would have, lads. Yeah, man.
Thing is, it's only natural, isn't it? The problem is, you get so hyped on these things. Like the celebration, you're like, oh my God, you know. And then literally, it's like...
Yeah, the poor kid. I feel bad for him in that way. He just literally screamed his lungs out.
Yeah,
lad.
he thought he'd scored. I mean, he's from up that side of the world.
I mean, he can't moan. It
He would have
definitely
been
was
an
offside.
instant legend if that
He
goes
would
in,
have.
wouldn't he?
But it was like this much offside, lad. I could see it from miles. I was like,
I think the debate was, did it touch the defender on the way over? That's
It mustn't have, is what I can say.
I think that's what took them so long
Also,
to work
just to
out.
clarify, if it's offside on the right-hand side of the goal, it should be in the right-hand side of the goal, not the middle, but we'll ignore that. We'll let that off.
Lads.
It's no biggie.
My little heart can't take this
See
shit.
the comments saying that it was onside, but clearly not.
It wasn't
If I'd had a look
onside.
at
It
they'd
was
given
not
it was
onside.
offside, so.
I called it at the very... Oh, what was that, lads? Did you see that? Why are you doing that?
Darwin News is getting upset.
That's a
There's
foul.
nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Nah,
don't
it's a
think that's
foul,
a
lads.
foul.
He stuck
This is
his...
coming together.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
they've both got the feet up.
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't win the ball. He just gets the man.
Nah.
Yeah, but they were both going for that, Doyle. You would have
I'm a
gone for
very
that.
fair fan. I don't think that was a foul.
No, I don't think that's right. They both went for that.
Don't like
honestly.
Nunez's mentality right now, him fucking flipping at the referee, lad.
I think he's showing his frustration now.
He's supposed to just get on with things. Look
Thing
at-
is, this is where, as a Liverpool fan, you'd want him to turn that now, not that frustration, into a goal, don't you, really?
It's all right, right? I'm a fan. I don't have any part to play in this game, lad, and it won't affect... My temperament doesn't affect this game, yeah? So I can do what I want, lad. I can scream, shout, jump up and down.
Yeah.
That's part of being a fan. He's a professional. He has to be professional. And when these things happen, just get on with it. Like I said, Harvey Elliott is a prime example of a young player that just stands up, gets fouled all the time, and just gets on with the game, doesn't give any stick to anybody, and just plays his football.
Sure.
If you want to win, and you want to get these back for fouling you, score a goal. That's it. That's all you have to do, lad, and the Reds will be down then. That's it.
But that's the lesson that Milner would have given him after what happened.
It doesn't look like he's learning, lads, because he's flipping out at the referee, and I don't like that. I really don't. No matter, even if you think it's a foul, lad, just get on with it.
No, I agree with you, Doyle. He's got to get on with it now, mate.
He's the professional. I'm the one that can scream and shout because I don't have any part to play. You can't, mate. You're the one that gets paid and you're the professional. Do better, brother.
Not surprisingly, the comments are full of Liverpool.
It's not Liverpool, it was offside. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, what a bit of skill there.
Love it. Love it. There's your ball. There's your ball. Gordon, peel off.
That's
There's
great.
your knock. That's a...
Put him through. Oh!
I tell you what, this game's a killer, isn't it?
This game could literally go either way right now.
It's paining me, this. If this fucking ends 0-0 as well after all these chances that we've had, we're both shit.
This is who's been the better side overall?
Liverpool? I mean, just.
It's close though, isn't it? I mean,
It's not, yeah.
There's been a lot of ebb and flow in this game.
Tight. Well done. Yeah, now you're 2v1 blue, so in shape now.
Come on.
Tight to it. Oh, well done, Garner. Out you go, Garner. Out you go, Garner.
This is...
This is it. Play him now.
Get your heads together, lads.
It's clever, that.
I can't believe this.
I mean, Liverpool are edging it on the stats, but Everton
I think
have had
I
their
would say
chances as well.
I'd say it's been like a 45-55% game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't really say.
I must say though, Doyle, I'm still baffled as to those substitutions.
Me too, mate. I don't know his thought process. I genuinely don't understand it. So, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, Robertson, he's looked okay.
I would have understood Robbo for Simicast. Yeah, I can sort of get that. Yeah, but
Standing off? What are you standing off for?
The Trent one didn't make much sense to me.
No, not me neither, because he's an outlet for us. Now we don't have an outlet up from right back.
Yeah. And not only that, his delivery in...
Who's he bringing on here?
Matip and Jota.
Jota and Matip. Wow.
I could see Jota coming
Why is he bringing on Matip just out of
Salah's
interest?
been pretty...
Silence here, he has.
Yeah.
Oh.
Silent Salah.
The thing is, in a Merseyside Derby, do you really risk taking off Salah, who's got that
Killer instinct,
that moment, if you get what I mean?
Yeah.
A few people in the comments...
Oh, come on, Anana.
Doyle, a few people in the comments having a pop at Darwin Carroll, yeah?
Oh,
He's not had the best game.
Please don't be hurt.
That's fair. He's not had the best game.
He's not.
I'm not going to sit here and say he has.
Oh!
my life.
Now that, Doyle,
Bad foul. Bad foul.
What?
It's a bad foul.
Oh, I was going to say it's not... Is that a red card?
You can see it given as a red.
Yeah, you
definitely
could.
can. But
I don't think he meant to.
I'd say it's not going to be given as a red simply because the intent was to get the ball. He definitely wanted the ball. He wasn't trying to hurt the man. But that outcome, the poor lad, he's been playing brilliantly as well.
What do you reckon, Mike? Red? Or...
Brother, he's not meant it as
Irrespective, because it's Everton, it won't go to VAR.
I don't think it was a violent one, but it was badly mistimed.
It went to VAR before, lad, when your goal got disallowed.
Yeah, but we didn't get the decision. These things, honestly, mate, if it goes to VAR, Everton don't get the decision, so it doesn't matter.
I think he can be considered slightly fortunate. I've definitely seen those given. Look at this again, look.
No, I agree. He did go for the ball.
Oh,
do you know what? I'll tell you what, he's lucky that it hit his shin pad, by the way.
It is over.
Is it one of those, let me throw something in here. Is it one of those that those always look worse when they get slowed down?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of them.
We've all had one of them, haven't we?
You're both running for the ball. He's running in, you're running in. You touch it round him, and as you touch it round him, he just clats you. It's football, lad. He was quicker than Virgil. There was no intent in it. It wasn't too high. I think if it was at his knee height.
Yeah.
If it's at knee height, then yeah,
we
send him
shouldn't
off.
always do this, but you tend naturally to do it. You think Van Dijk is not that type of player. Now, you shouldn't really take that into consideration.
I understand what you're saying.
But you can't help but do that.
Temperament is a real thing, and these players definitely have different temperaments. That's why Nunez...
But referees will be told to judge it on its merits.
I think, yeah.
But as fans, we tend to think, it's Van Dijk, he's not that type of guy. Had it been somebody else, like a Mope or something like that,
yeah.
people might have thought, he left his foot in
there. I get what you're saying, or a Robbo. Yeah, I get what you're saying, lad.
Another super chat here from Generic Villa fan. The best 0-0 we've seen in a long time. I concur with that. We've been saying that on stream for a while now.
That's a foul. He had his hands all over his back. That not a foul? Milner was folded in half, lad. What?
Honestly, this game is an absolute madness.
It is.
Do you know what though? And this is what kills me. We've had these games in the past at Goodison Park, and then Liverpool last minute crop up and score. We had it Sadio Mane. We've had it with Steven Gerrard in the past. It's a last minute, and it breaks your heart. So you
Not
just
surprisingly, Doyle, a lot of people don't agree with you, mate. They're saying it's a straight red.
Oh,
See,
straight
good
red.
corner, good delivery there.
Why is it straight red? If it's knee height, then yeah, it's a straight red.
I must admit, I've seen them given though.
did VAR even look at it? That's the thing. You know, I didn't
don't
see
think they
any. And this is what I mean.
And you know what? I'm going to say this as well. Fair play to the Everton players, because they could have gone over to the referee screaming, waving imaginary cards. Another sub, Elliot's off. I could see that though. I could see that. Jota does a game like this. Oh, Darwin Nunez is off.
Poor game. Very poor game.
The Latin Andy Carroll substitute. I can't stop saying
Poor game. Frustrated me, this game. Really has. Really frustrated.
Some of the Arsenal fans saying if that was Xhaka, that would have been a red. See, this is what we were talking
Yeah,
earlier
and I
about.
would argue if it was an Everton player, it would at least go to VAR.
No, but that
But
Xhaka
I'm not-
analogy is reasonable because he has been sent off for less. Elijah Ray's super chat said if Xhaka had made that tackle, he'd have been arrested.
This is a pointless substitution.
Tyson Fury's back in the super chat. He says Everton have been robbed. Liverpool are dossers.
We haven't been robbed. They haven't been robbed. It was offside goal. It's been a very tight game. Both playing offensively.
But would you agree though that's two decisions that have gone against Everton that on another day?
Which are correct decisions. I don't think on another day you see Cody offside and then say, oh, it's a goal today. He's just offside, so it's not a goal.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I did think Van Dijk did get fortunate.
That is the one, okay, yeah, I can admit that. That's questionable.
didn't even go to
It's
VAR.
one or the other with that. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. What I would say is if it's a bit higher, it's more towards his knee, then it's a definitely red card. Because it wasn't towards his knee, the referee's given him a little bit of leniency. If you notice, the referee this game has been lenient with everybody. So it's funny how people just pick out examples of one thing and it makes me laugh. Are you actually watching this game or what?
I think if it's shin or above, I can absolutely understand it being a straight red.
Yeah.
With VAR, I think they should have looked at it.
It was like here, weren't it? This is a position of it, like here.
It's his ankle.
Which tells me
there.
he's going for the ball.
Yeah,
That's the ball. That's where the ball is. He's going for the ball.
And you can argue.
And you know what the funny thing is, Onana is now struggling. He'd have been having a very good game up until that point.
Well, do you know what? Everton injured Virgil van Dijk, they injured Thiago. They done all hands to our players, so one of them, innit? That's what happens. Their players did try to injure our players. Remember that one, the Richarlison one? And the Pickford one.
A few people saying it wasn't offside. They don't agree with the decision.
All right, whatever.
I must admit though, Doyle, I like to see those given, man. I mean, it was so close.
You like goals that are a yard offside to be given?
No, it wasn't it wasn't that bad.
I mean, there was a clear gap
What's
between
that
the red line and the green line. Massive one. It's like this big. Like, it was offside. If the goals that should be given are the Gabriel Jesus one when he scored against Palace, that should be given.
Oh, Anthony Gordon's off now. Does that suggest that Everton are happy to take the draw, Mike?
It's difficult because I actually don't know what position McNeil plays in anymore. Because he's played right back, left back, he's played wing, he's played up front. I haven't got a clue.
But he's not an attacking player as such, is he?
Well, when he was at Burnley, like, he was their sort of talisman for a little bit up until they struggled last season. So I haven't got a clue. If he's coming on to do the attacking work, then I think it's just a straight swap, pacey player, a bit of skill, put a ball in the box, we score.
My brain's frazzled.
It's a good job that Doyle can't see some of these comments, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, people hate on me in these comments, mate. They love it. They
They're
to
not having you,
you,
mate. They're not having you at all. They're not having you one bit. And that's putting it mildly.
Yeah, I know. The amount of stuff I get on these.
Lovely. Come on, Blues. Ooh, come on.
He's been quite impressive since he's come on.
I love him, I do. Varner, love him. So glad he's back. Oh, Van Dijk's done well there, to be fair. He's got the right side of his
Super chat here. I think he's having a pop at Doyle. He's saying, why is kid getting worked up? Where's the arrogance gone?
Why am I getting worked up? Because I'm passionate about my football team, lad. Do you know what passion is? It's what it does to you, lad. You care about the thing that's happening in front of you because you're passionate about it. I don't understand. Do you want me to sit here and be mute and just do nothing? That'll be dead entertaining for you guys, won't it?
Stronger.
Fucking hell.
Play its ball here. Okay. Oh, get out of there.
And also, my team's just been in 3 Champions League finals in the past 5 years, won the Premier League and won every other cup. Why wouldn't you sit here and be confident in your team?
Oh! Bit behind him.
Do something.
Oh, what a save! Shout out to McNeil, he's just come on. I was
What a save.
saying as a surprise, but
Took
look.
like 3 deflections.
Oh, I tell you what.
What a save by Allision.
Yeah, brilliant that.
Amazing.
What a
Great.
save.
I tell you what a derby this has been.
Yeah, it has
It's had
been
a
great.
bit of everything.
I must admit, I'm thoroughly enjoying this game, even though it's 0-0. Corner. Oh, Allison's come to the rescue, it's out. Chance for a break.
Oh, come on, Blues!
Wasted it. He's done so well up until that point as well, lad.
He had time though. He didn't
Well
need to do
done.
that
Well
shit.
done, Iwobi. Have you been impressed by Iwobi in the middle? Defensively, attacking?
Yeah, no, I have been impressed by him, yeah.
He's a different player to the Arsenal days.
Super chat here from Gareth Staunton. Leave Doyle alone, proper football fan from an Irish Gunner.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. It got a bit, because it was getting a little bit like,
People,
on you,
it's
man.
getting to be a theme now where people try and bait me out all the time. It just is what it is, because I'm very passionate, so. I'm glad you get good entertainment out of it, guys. Enjoy.
Oh, come on, get tighter to him than that.
that's not a very good clearance. By
Little
him.
touch, little touch.
Foul.
It's clever there.
Every
from Gay.
game for Liverpool, right, this season, every single one of them has just been a ball of frustration for us. Every single one. It's been awful. Like, this has been a good game to watch, but I don't want a 0-0. Liverpool can't afford to drop this many points. What
But
a
to be
save.
fair,
What a
you know,
save.
If you...
Everton have been good today.
Yeah, they
so,
have. No, like, no, they have. It's not that they've been poor
that
and,
is a
like, we just haven't...
sensational
Like,
side.
this has been a game that's been brilliant to watch, but on the when you're on a drawing side and, you know, you've got Man City who just keep winning and we lose the lead by 1 point each fucking year, these hurt still, just like I lost these. I don't see a point gained at Goodison, I see 2 points dropped.
I must say, and I'm going to repeat it because I do actually feel it's true. Salah today's been largely anonymous.
He has, yeah.
But it's one of them where you're reluctant to take him off
I
because he's got
really-
that quality that can.
I really...
There's a
I
moment.
don't know whether you'll agree with this, and I appreciate you might not. But the only other time I have seen like a target man in a Liverpool side is Andy Carroll, and it didn't work. And it didn't work either.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if this Nunez thing's going to take a while to work.
It will do, lads. Like I said, the rebuild, when Klopp first came to our club, he had to do a rebuild, didn't he? It took him a while for us to be successful.
But Salah's
And it'll be
not
the same
getting
with this.
younger with it.
No, exactly.
If Salah was
But
say
he's also,
26
he's also
and
not getting younger if we just leave it and don't rebuild as well, lads. So it's one of them, innit? You've got to rebuild mid-success, as I said.
We're into the last 5 minutes. Fabinho's in a good position here. Salah.
I mean,
Oh!
Fuck off, Pickford! Fuck off!
Jordan Pickford.
He's kept
You
you
know
in this
what?
game.
I'm going to say this right here and now. He's a candidate for man of the match.
Yeah, he is.
What do you reckon?
He is, yeah. He's kept them in the game, mate.
Now that, look at that. That's great save. And again, the way he's pushed the ball out wide. For me, he's as well as Everton have played, he's made some great saves.
No, it's not a foul. It's just not a foul. Every 2 seconds that Milenko's threw himself on the deck, lad. You've done it before. Ah.
That was a brilliant bit of football from Mo Salah there. Man that I'd been saying was largely anonymous.
Pickford's kept them in the game, mate.
oh,
I'm sick of this playing against teams that just waste time now. So Pickford's going to take 30 seconds to say a goal kick. I am sick to death of
Don't
this.
worry, you had it on at the end.
So frustrating.
do you know? I mean, because we had it when we played when we played Villa and Chelsea. To be fair, I actually just think it's part of the game. I do. I expect it against you, and I expect you to give it if you get what I mean.
It's boring and it's horrible.
I know,
and it's not
But all
entertaining.
teams do it, though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what I mean.
entertaining
It's just
in any
part
way.
of the game.
It is
I'll tell you what's
the
really
same way that
annoying.
fouling is part of the game, the same way it is part of the game, but I don't have to like it. I don't have to enjoy
I know,
it.
but you
lads.
know, to be fair though, at least if he's going to do it, he's doing it with a couple of minutes to go. What I really hate is when you go to a game, especially,
Yeah, and you start in like the 50th minute.
Yeah, like
You're lad.
sometimes as early in the first half, they're wasting time. Like, yo,
Brentford, Bournemouth were trying to do it against you, literally from kick-off.
It's mad, isn't it?
Didn't work, log.
It is mad.
Right, I've got a super chat here from the signature. He says Liverpool are out of the title race. Haaland is not going World Cup, so will be fresh for the second part of the season.
Oh,
I think that's a good point, actually.
Might be, lads. I don't know. I can't say that we're going to win the league the way we've been playing. That would be arrogant of me to say that. If you give that as a goal kick, are you fucking messing?
honestly.
Are you messing?
He's done well today, Pat.
You know what? We're actually approaching that stage of the game where you would say that neither team deserves to lose, yeah? So would you take a point, Mike?
Yeah, I just took a point before the game, to be fair.
And
Doyle,
no,
same
this is crap, mate. I hate this. I don't like dropping points. This is dropping points. They had a great game against us, Liverpool. This has been a boss game to watch as a neutral, but it just means that Liverpool's chances of winning the league are getting smaller and smaller and smaller as each game goes on. So no, I don't enjoy dropping 2 points. This has been frustrating. Another frustrating game again for us. It's winding me up, lad. And it's just simply because we set such high standards, like what we were saying earlier, that I'm not used to us doing this. I'm not used to it anymore. So I'm going to have
to be fair to Liverpool, you've got to say they have overall been slightly the better team. I think the
Pickford.
stats bear that out.
Yeah, Pickford.
But I
been
think
incredible.
in terms of the way Everton have played, the work rate, the commitment.
Lovely.
All I would say is the
I
standards
think they
last
deserve
season.
at least a point in this
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I agree. I do agree. But
Winning.
like,
But there's still time left, lads.
Winning.
Everton are on the ball now.
Terrible ball.
No, that's not good.
Absolutely waste.
last season we were 3-0 up right now, or 4-0, or whatever what it was. You know what I mean?
To be fair to Liverpool, though, they are going for the winner.
Yeah,
Look.
we are. 6 minutes.
Oh! Liverpool are going for it, there's no doubt about
Go on, Garner.
Lad! Ah!
Play him.
You seem to bottle that. Am I being unfair?
He did.
Oh, that's...
And then fucked it up. I've lost faith in Milner, you know. Completely lost faith
Play
in
the
him.
pass.
He's going to cut in and shoot. Right, there you go, look. There's a shot! Oh, okay.
I'm so... Milner, yeah.
I've seen Damari Gray do that a few times.
Did it against Arsenal last
Yeah, he
season
did,
twice.
yeah.
Hit the post once, scored the other.
Jericho, super chat. When will Liverpool fans wake up and see that FSG are money-grabbing toxic leeches that killed off our season like they did in 2021?
It's just, yeah, the standards have been incredibly high, and I am totally not used to this, so it is very frustrating for, I guess, all Liverpool fans. I am just a face for Liverpool fans right now.
So what do you
believe me.
think's going wrong then?
It's the rebuild, mate. It's the rebuild. We've bought Nunez, who's not convincing at the moment.
He didn't have a good game today.
No, he hasn't. Like, if you look at Haaland scoring 2 hat-tricks in games where they're like, you know, they're going 2-0
There's
down.
Luis Diaz. He's threatening. He's always threatening.
They're going 2-0 down and then he's winning the game for them. We haven't got that player. Mo Salah's not on form. Mane used to do it for us, he's not doing it. Jota's being injured, he's not been able to.
Oh! Oh!
What was that?
Out.
Header across
What
goal.
actually was that? And yeah, no one's on
So how
form.
much extra time we playing?
6
6.
minutes.
6.
6 long,
Is that fair?
painful minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think
There's
that's
been a lot of
Yeah, there has
fouls
been
and
a
all
lot of
kinds of
stuff.
There's
stuff.
been 8 subs as well, hasn't there, or something? I think you guys have made 5, we made 3.
What's going on? Are we taking someone off?
It was Fabinho being fouled, yellow card,
He
did
got
they?
booked.
What?
I must say, if I was to bet on somebody getting a winner in these last couple of minutes, it's got to be Liverpool. It's all Liverpool at the
Yeah.
moment.
But
Everton seem to be-
this
Not with
happens,
Pickford,
like,
though,
this
Pick-
is not new in a...
Oh, what the fuck was that, Diaz? Honestly?
Just don't lose the
Honestly,
ball.
what
Just
the
don't lose
fuck was
ball.
that?
Just don't lose the ball. That'll do.
It's clever there by Mope.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He's kicking it against him to get a throw so
It's
he can waste
pretty
time.
obvious to me that Everton will take a point.
Of course,
I can
this
see by
is
the way they play.
this is a point gain. This
Yeah,
is 2 points drop for Liverpool and a point gain for Everton.
Absolutely.
It's awful.
If
I
it
don't, I
stays
don't
that way.
know. We're the only team that's had the ball in the net.
No, I mean, listen, if you get an opportunity on a break, you're going to try and take it. But
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying, the way you're playing at the moment suggests to me that you'd be happy to take a point. And I don't think that's a bad tactic,
No,
to be honest.
no.
Because like you said yourself, Mike, before the game you would have taken a
Absolutely.
point.
Yeah, absolutely. Got my score prediction wrong, I must say. Ooh, damn.
And I have to say, on balance of what I've seen, they probably deserve a point.
Do you know Jota's had a better game already than...
Oh, that was a bit reckless there.
That was a normal...
We'll just win the header.
Oh, this is dangerous. Salah, on that left foot. Oh, he fluffed his lines.
Out.
Not for the first time.
They're saying it was on ball. I don't want VAR to check it.
You know what, Doyle? Not funny, mate, but last season, Salah there. That's
Yeah,
a
we
goal.
go. I know, this is what I'm saying, lads.
He's just not playing with the same
standards we've
confidence.
set ourselves, we're not living up to,
Come on,
and that's why
Blues.
we're all very frustrated, and even the players are too. You can see it in the way they're playing.
Come on, Blues. Come on. Just see this out now.
Is he not going to check that, VAR?
Talking of VAR, I got super chat here, Elijah Reyes. Could it be Liverpool have been found out this season?
We won Champions Leagues and every cup with all
That's
VAR. Because
fine.
of VAR, that's why we won it, yeah. That's why.
Fine, chill
Not because
out.
the players work really hard and the manager has a system that is
Hold
very
on.
good.
There you
What?
go.
Why do people not give credit where it's due? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
We are not very good this season. Fantastic. We've been brilliant the last 5.
Sorry to interrupt, Doyle, but I've just been proven right. I said that I thought Jordan Pickford should get man of the match. He's been voted man of the match.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, hasn't he?
I wouldn't disagree with that, would you?
Absolutely brilliant.
I agree.
Mike?
Yeah, I completely agree.
He must have heard us talking about
Completely
England's
agree.
number 1. Anyway, watch this, lads.
I think, you know what it is as well with Jordan Pickford? I don't think too many people disagree with this. In terms of shot stopping and agility, he is, I would say, the number 1 keeper. Where people have said he may have an issue is in commanding his box sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was good at that.
coming out for
He has-
crosses.
he
and
has
stuff.
moments of
that's it.
decision
Okay.
making.
Not-
Silliness.
yeah, okay.
Why is he
Liverpool
beating
on the
you
attack.
like that?
This looks promising.
Why is he beating you
Oh,
like that?
Salah! Oh,
Lucky bastards!
oh!
You're so lucky! Three posts, lad, 3 of them. Oh my
Jordan
God.
Pickford again. But Mo Salah, there was no conviction in that last effort. Look at this. Look at that. That's
Oh,
a great.
Jordan Pickford. Jordan Pickford.
Can't be asked.
Did he save that though? Or
Yeah.
did that hit the post?
He saved it onto the post.
Right. Look at that for a celebration.
Just see this out now. Just take this now.
Super chat from
Oh,
Paul.
it's splendid, isn't it?
This is awful. I'm
Why?
convinced there's like some agenda against Liverpool or something because the amount of decisions that go against us is horrible.
What are you asking for though?
A corner, they saved it onto the post and it went out.
Did Jota flicked it out?
I don't know. I thought I saw a touch there though. You know.
Yeah, it bounced back to Jota and he's kicked it out.
Has he got
touch.
booked for wasting time?
Probably. That's all right.
Can hardly blame him now, can you? There's seconds left.
Seconds left and Liverpool have dominated. This whole distribution thing with Pickford's a bit of a myth.
Game's done.
Bit of a myth.
But did he deliberately kick it out?
Probably. He's got
Probably
too much
did.
of a good delivery not to.
Look, you got to restart there. I think a draw's a fair.
Unfortunately.
I really don't.
Yeah, you know what? I think Liverpool can count them. They're thinking that we should have won this game.
I truly can say the amount of times at this point I've seen Liverpool win a derby makes me nervous.
Still not over yet. It's not over yet. Oh,
No, it is.
last ditch defending by.
It's over.
Oh, it's all over. A hug from Lampard and Klopp. I think Klopp's going to be a little bit frustrated, as is Doyle.
Extremely, lad. Extremely
Right, it's only
frustrated.
fair that we should start with the home
Yeah.
team. Mike, you've
Yeah.
just got a draw there.
Yeah.
I would say you've been slightly fortunate. That man there, Jordan Pickford, man of the match, had a great game. But I would also say that Everton kind of deserved it because of the way they defended and the way that Jordan Pickford played. But listen, you're the man.
Yeah, just
What do you
quickly,
say?
I think Liverpool had definitely more chances, fair play to them. Everton don't look like a team that's going to be in a relegation battle. They also created chances against this Liverpool side. Good saves by the keeper when we needed it. Malpay looked industrious when he came on. We've hit the post as well. We've put the ball in the back of the net. We can't ask for any more against a team that would be deemed one of the best in Europe.
So you seem happy with that?
We take a point. I don't understand about the offside thing, so I'm not going to pass comment on it. I don't understand
I was going to
anymore.
ask you that.
But what we will see is It's Doyle's comments, obviously.
Well, there was two big decisions in the game. You spoke about one of them. That was the offside. Various opinions on that. VAR said it was offside. Got to ask you about the Van Dijk tackle. To me, I've seen him given.
Yeah, with VAR, I haven't got a clue anymore. It sounds awful. I just don't have a clue anymore. So it didn't appear to go to VAR. So I don't know. It was over the ball. It was on his foot.
Doyle?
Crap. Should have won the game.
And there you go.
They played well, but we should have won that game. We had to post 3 times. Jordan Pickford had the game of his life. Frustrated again, leaving another Liverpool game. So frustrated, and I know them players will be. That was... this is annoying.
Okay, for me to round up, really good game to watch. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed hosting. Thanks to my fellow guys on the panel here. Don't forget, up next, the Saturday Football Show with AGT, with Nick from Arsenal, James, Toon Leeds, and Mike. We're out. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate your support. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon.